don't care about.
Right. Well, I mean, they're fun actors, but they're just kind of they're traveling around touring.
Yeah, they do conventions and stuff, and I'm trying to find that picture. And for some reason, Facebook is just stupid. But Kevin Malone, Stanley, Creed Bratton, Meredith, and Oscar Muniz, they all tour around and take pictures with people.
I guess. What else are you going to do? I think who's the dude, the gay guy on, you said his name, Oscar. He's done a couple commercials. But we're really like the drunk Meredith on there. What the hell is she going to do after this?
I've seen her in a few things, but not like she's just been in the background.
To be honest, Pam, what is Pam going to do?
Jenna Fisher or whatever?
Yeah.
Is that her name? That's as much as I've known her in. She's done a few things. I think she was in the Hall Pass. She shot the pilot for that show with Matt LeBlanc. But they said the chemistry was so bad between those two. And that's what has to kind of make you feel bad, is that you were Pam from The Office, and you're kind of riding that high.
Yeah.
And they still chose to keep Joey over you.
I wonder if Matt LeBlanc was the hard one to work with. I mean, obviously there's just not chemistry between people, but I wonder what it was, because John Krasinski and her had obviously really good chemistry. Maybe Matt LeBlanc is... But I heard Matt LeBlanc's really nice. Nicole, if I say Matt LeBlanc, do you know who Matt LeBlanc is?
Joey.
Do you watch Friends?
I do.
Do you like Friends?
I love Friends.
Oh, really?
Have you seen all of the episodes?
I have multiple times.
Oh, boy, hired!
Have you seen have you seen all the episodes of The Office, though?
I have not.
Okay, fired.
So,
already, that was quick.
I haven't either. The Office is really good until I guess every TV show until one point, it's kind of like...
Around the end of season 7, when Michael leaves... Season 8 struggles for a minute because they can't figure out who they want to be your main focus.
Yeah, I didn't like when they put Ed Helms there for a second.
And then
I got an idea. This will be fun.
And then season 9 got a little better, but then they really jumped the shark there when they tried to put a wedge in between Jim and Pam.
So, I think
when
that
made sense to any of you.
No, it did for me. I think the one for me with Friends was when they put Joey and Rachel together. It was just awful. I hated it.
I do remember seeing some episodes of that because I tried watching that. It is a good show and it is fun to watch. Since it's older than The Office, it is more dated. It is a little harder to watch in 2019 than The Office is.
Friends?
Yeah.
Oh my dear God. You can't even, it's hard to watch those first few seasons.
Yeah, like you can get past it because they don't focus on technology a lot, but just the style of it seems old.
I guess Jenna Fisher is in an ABC show produced by Ellen DeGeneres.
She has you're right.
Splitting
up together.
I like spitting
together.
I like spitting
together. I
together.
don't think her career has gotten that bad yet.
All right, this is fun. Nicole.
Yes.
This has nothing to do with if we're going to like you or not. We're just going to list off TV shows that we like, and we want to give you a rating.
Okay.
That's the most intimidating thing I've literally ever heard in my entire life.
You know what? We're going to mix them all together so you don't even know who's favorite. We'll just name TV shows. Lost.
Never seen it.
Good. Boy. Sorry. I mean, don't want to throw that one away.
House.
I've seen a couple episodes here and there.
Scrubs.
Never seen it.
Boy. How I Met Your Mother.
I've seen a couple episodes here and there.
That's good. That's okay.
My 600-Pound Life.
Never seen it.
What? Sorry. That show is so fun. I mean, it's not. Those people are very sad. But it's really fun. Okay, the beginning of every episode is really fun to see what they eat before they have to go on a diet.
Yeah.
Because it's like, I eat 4 donuts while I make a 12-egg omelet. I'll tell you,
if you ever want to feel a little bit better about your weekend, you should watch A 600-Pound Life.
I believe in you.
And that's where we got that from.
No, that was different.
Wasn't that the one? Oh, no, that was him.
That was just a different giant lady who wanted to be 1,000 pounds. And her boyfriend...
He was funnel feeding her.
Would funnel feed, which is something new that Jake and I learned, where you take heavy cream, milk, vanilla ice cream, 2 packages of Pop-Tarts, because that's a smoothie ingredient now.
Well, for this bracket of lifestyle.
She really likes strawberry Pop-Tarts, so I just grind them up and put them in there, and then he jams an oil funnel in her mouth and whispers to her while he pours 2 gallons of cream down her throat.
I'll tell you this. You know that's when you hit rock bottom to me. You could put me on heroin.
Wait,
you could
which
put me
one,
on
him
meth.
or her?
Both. when that is who you love and you're continuing doing it, or her putting that funnel down your throat.
Who first thought of that? And also,
Funnel
couldn't
feeding?
she just drink it?
Actually, can you put some funnel feeding up on
Okay, let's
YouTube?
watch-
Oh my
Let's show.
God.
Let's show her. Nicole
Nicole's
hasn't.
never
I don't
watched
think
this,
Nicole has
so-
seen this. It is one of the best things.
I mean, Pop Tarts in a smoothie sounds amazing.
She's now this
Not what he made her.
this woman is trying to make money doing this because people, I don't know if you said this, Tanner, or not, but people will pay to watch her eat food. And the bigger she gets, the more money she gets because it's certain people's fetishes. I think it was on the Huffington Post.
Yeah.
I think you might have to type in, I believe in you.
Woman wants to
That is one of the most fun things to say.
She wanted to be 1,000 pounds. That was the whole deal.
It's hard not to say that once you get
There
going. There
it
she is.
Is this it? I think we can watch this one.
All right, here we go. This is, by the way, about the 8th time we've watched this and played
I
this audio
regret
on the
nothing.
radio. By the way, thank you
No.
for listening to the show, Nicole.
No, I'm okay with this.
I'm kidding, Nicole.
Oh my gosh.
Where's this? Daily Mail?
Yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
morbidly obese model.
I won't stop. Let me read that. Let me read just up top here. The title of this is, I won't stop until I'm too fat to move. She eats 8,000 calories a day.
It's just absolutely amazing.
I don't
Holy
e-
pop-ups, Daily Mail.
Yeah.
What is this, 2005? Go do
Dan, what are you doing?
do better things.
By the way, this, if you're wondering what a producer does, this would be part of that job.
yeah, video.
Love it.
Yeah, getting the videos ready.
Video.
But, we have 13 minutes to kill, so a lot of this is actually really good for us to, take the time to load videos and
Okay.
whatnot. Here we go.
in the world.
Oh, yeah.
You got it
I'm
on
not
that screen?
gonna
You can
help
put it
you
on
do
that
it.
screen now. It's the full size.
Nice.
See?
I still love you no matter what.
See?
Oh my.
Oh, we just heard it. There it was. There it was. There it was.
I believe in you.
But I still love you no matter what.
Can you pause that? I need everybody to turn I'm going to whisper right now. Just turn your radio up really loud and get into this moment for a second. Now, you got to understand there is a funnel shoved down her throat.
Yeah,
The
like-
woman he loves throat.
Yeah.
And he is taking a picture of only I can think of, like, it looks like pancake batter.
I told
And
you
just
what it is.
While
It's
just dumping
heavy
it in
cream
there.
milk, vanilla ice cream, and strawberry Pop-Tarts.
And think about a like a pancake batter that's thick, and when you pour it out, it kind of just like chunks out.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. So she's got to suck on this
it
funnel.
sloughs
That
in.
Yeah,
doesn't even
yeah.
sound enjoyable.
Oh, probably
Like if
not.
you're trying to gain weight, why not like eat a dozen donuts?
Well, I think this would do the
'cause-
trick. I think she does. I think that's her after snack.
Yeah,
that's
is-
just her drink.
This is how she forces it. Apparently, her body has gotten used
Nicole,
to a dozen donuts.
That's like her orange juice.
yeah. Yeah. You have coffee in the morning. She has a 2-gallon shake of Pop-Tart slurry.
Right.
I believe in you.
She doesn't look too bad there. Really, honestly.
It's amazing that she's 700 pounds. She must be like
Wait,
20.
that's 700?
Yeah.
Oh, boy, she carries her weight good.
She does carry it quite well.
Yeah.
Because you see some people in my 600-pound life that are only like 620 pounds, and they're immobile. She's
walking
killing
around.
it.
She's playing croquet out there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look
she
at that.
is killing it.
You know what would be nice, though? Is if you were
wasn't-
cold and you needed to survive, you could
could
wrap
cut
up
her-
in her like just. You don't need to cut her open. You just lift up if you could.
Do you want to go in there?
I'm just saying, if you got to beat Leonardo DiCaprio and survive in the middle of winter, she's not going to be cold.
I feel like it would be more sanitary and less gross to cut her open than go sit underneath any flap.
True, you could probably cut her open like a kangaroo, and she's not going to. It's not going to hurt anything, right?
No, you'd need a samurai sword to hit anything vital.
You want to know why I don't feel bad talking bad about this? Is
'Cause
because
she's okay with it.
She's okay with it. She wants to be 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, she was trying to get bigger. And then this story, because every time we talk about this, everybody sends us a link. 700-pound woman stops gaining weight because she had a baby.
Right. Wait, her?
Yeah, she had a baby.
She did not.
Yes.
A food baby.
No, she had a regular baby. And I don't know how that happened because later in this documentary, they
me ask
talk
you
about
this.
how belly button play is a major thing for them.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I said
yeah.
that, Nicole. Belly
Well,
button
look
play.
at how deep it is. Look at that thing. You
big
could
of-
put your leg in that.
How big of a baby
That would
was
be
it?
like quicksand if you walked over her stomach.
I think the baby came out premature
Let me ask you something.
and powdered,
Would
like
you-
a powdered donut.
I mean, well, yeah, it's just covered in just
Came out like a
batter
little
and
donut
sprinkles. Just covered in all the food that hasn't digested.
Yeah.
Hey, question: what would it take for you to impregnate her? If you, I mean, how much? I'm gonna start
Fifth
out
of
with
vodka?
Wait, I'm really honest to God. I want to start out with money here, and I want to see where your limit is, and be completely truthful.
I don't know, man.
$10,000.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, no. Guys, you got to start lower. My standards are low.
I guess.
And I love
Well,
money.
And you gotta, I guess, you gotta try it.
And
If
you
she's-
know I
she's-
like that food. I'm the only reason I'm not her size is because I didn't start earlier.
I think I was just talking to Angie about this.
I don't like this already.
I
this
think-
already sucks.
I think you got to get this because you love your food,
Dude,
and you still got a
do.
metabolism because you're in your 20s. I think when you hit my
Barely.
age, it's going to be
Dude,
done.
I know.
But your dad and mom are really skinny, so you
Yeah,
might
they
actually
are.
be okay. Never mind, I take that back, and I
Well,
feel
like-
bad that I was talking behind your back about your weight.
Oh, I do all the time.
About behind your back, or wait, mine?
Yeah,
Or
you.
me? Oh,
I
that's
talk
not good.
behind your back all the
Oh,
time.
wonderful.
But they're all compliments.
Sure, yeah, I bet.
Be like, shh, don't ever tell Jake this, but he's one of the most creative and friendly men I've ever known. Why wouldn't you want me to tell him? It's such a nice
Yeah,
thing.
just tell me that.
Just
you
don't-
you don't got to say that behind my back.
Don't tell him. No, okay, we got to find this lady and her baby
All right.
because she had a baby.
Let's do that. Well, hold on. Well, we got to go on. Planet Fitness.
I love Planet Fitness.
Speaking of this, yeah, this works out perfect. Planet Fitness is a judgment-free zone. If she went to Planet Fitness, guess what would happen? No judgment.
Yeah, there would be absolutely no judgment at all because it's a judgment-free zone. And she could go on all the equipment and feel good about it because there's little privacy shields about it. Nobody's looking at you. Nobody's telling you what you need to do.
Right. No. Well, unless you ask, because they got a ton of people there that are willing to help, and they're very educational on every single machine and how the body works.
They have personal trainers. So if she walked up there and said, I need a personal trainer because look at me.
Right.
They would be like, yeah, let's set up a plan for you. You should be here 8 days a week.
And you can do that 24 hours a day. 8 days a week, they're open. That is a fact. Judgment-free zone. It's almost like you're losing money if you don't go because it's only $10 a month.
Yeah, it's $10 a month if you want to go to the Planet Fitness that's right down the road from your house because there always is one just right down the road from your house. Or if you want to do the unlimited tanning, the total body enhancement, the hydro massaging, and go to any Planet Fitness you want, it's only like $22 a month, which is still basically no money.
So planetfitness.com. Check it out. On the way, I want to read a cover letter that we got.
Okay.
Also, I want to get better at teasing. I called Tanner yesterday, and I'm like, Tanner, we should get better at teasing and actually get to the stories. So that's all I'm going to tease right there is the cover letter.
Yes.
Because I know we'll get to that.
Yes.
The Jake and Tanner Show. We'll do it next. I do. Wait, how much?
$1,199.
I do.
Okay. One, quit bragging.
You just asked me. Tanner's just asked me how big of a coffee table guy I am. I am a big. I love coffee tables. Big fan of them. Don't have one. I don't even know if I have the room in the house.
No,
And I
okay.
don't like corners. This got to be a rounded one because my kids will like impale themselves on it.
It's rounded.
Oh, I like this.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, where are we at? We're on Amazon?
Yeah.
Yeah. all right.
So you know it's
me.
good.
I didn't even know I was going to. This is a good day. I woke up this morning not thinking I was going to buy a coffee table, and here we are looking at coffee tables. You never know what you're going to get with the Jake and Tanner show. Oh, you could put all kinds of things in
It's
there.
also a refrigerator.
Oh, my dear God!
Yes! It's a refrigerator
It looks like
coffee
you can,
table that you can also
hook
charge your phone up.
Yeah. So you could put your stuff in there. Yeah. It would just
Why
end
were
up
you so
storing.
excited for
I
4
was, but
seconds?
because my fridge is pretty close to the living room, I don't need that. I
Okay,
like it,
You
but
don't
I just
need a
feel
lot of things in
Here-
your house, but it's society nowadays. We need things to make our lives easier. You don't need to have a 4,000 square foot house, Jake, but you do.
I don't. It's like 1,900 square
Which
feet.
wing?
My kid would end up putting one of my other kids in there and closing it, and then I would have one dead kid. Now, thanks for making me think of that
Wait
this
a minute.
morning.
Look at this bad Photoshop job.
Well, let me see here.
What?
I don't understand.
Look at the cap that's
Oh,
over
yeah.
the lid there. Mm-hmm. Photoshop. Photoshopped.
Thanks, fake news.
Fake news.
Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, I'm Jake. Both my kids are alive and well, sleeping right now. I have two, named Dewey, named Piper. I have a dog named Dozer. He's a boxer, and I have a wife named Angie. We don't talk about the little white dog.
You
We
have
don't.
a bird named Billy.
We do. Tanner's the other host of the show. Tell me something about you.
Oh, hi. My name's Tanner. I have a wife named Kayla. I have a daughter named Vienna, named after the sausage. A dog named Gustav von Diddlefingers. And I think I'm going to be moving into my new house on June 1st.
Wonderful. Nicole?
Oh, God, June
Hi.
1st.
Nicole, tell me something about you.
I'm 26 years old. I'm married. I do not have children, and I don't own a dog.
What do you do?
We want to adopt one, though. We're
A
trying
kid? That's expensive.
No, not a kid. We're trying to adopt one of those dumpster puppies.
What is that?
Is that where dogs go to prom, but they get pregnant, so they just ditch their puppies
Yeah, what
in
is
the
a
No,
dumpster?
did you hear about the story in like Marshfield, Wisconsin, where a guy, some heartless human, dumped a litter of puppies?
In a dumpster?
Yeah, in a dumpster, and some guy found them. And
So wait, so
alive.
they're online to buy right now or to get?
Yeah.
Are they
the
all gone?
Applications were open for one day, and they got like 250 applications.
So
Did you
the-
put one in?
We did. Yeah.
Wait,
So, you
what-
might get a call back?
hope so.
What makes you think you're going to get a call? Like, what was your?
That
what did it
seems
say
so
on there?
negative.
We are good people.
Did you write that? Did you say we're good people? Like, how did it stand out?
How much land do you have?
Yeah,
Not a whole lot.
You're a landowner though.
But do you
No,
have a
we-
fenced-in yard?
No, we just bought our first house. We moved in like a week ago.
You excited?
Yes.
Where?
When did?
The address.
Wait, how far is Menasha from here?
What is Menasha? That's
15 minutes.
Oh, that's
okay.
not far.
10 minutes.
That's not Avery Country.
No, that's
No,
that's
no.
Manitowoc.
That's
That's the other
Manitowoc.
M.
So that's exciting. You might add a new addition to your. So wait a minute. When did you get
fur
married?
baby?
A year ago on
26.
Sunday. Yeah.
I'm trying to think. When did I get married? 27.
I got
Was it-
married at 25.
You were 25.
I think I was 25.
That
No,
was- You were younger than that.
20. Because I had.
You had Vienna 2 years ago. You were married
was-
before then.
I got married September 20th, 2014.
The year of
Somebody
our
do the
Lord.
math.
Yeah,
I'm 27. So that
5
would
years
be
ago.
It has been 5 years. I got married 5 years ago.
But with Kayla, it's like it's only been 2 because it's fantastic.
Yes,
that's where you were going with that.
That's what it's like.
Boy, I've been married now for too long. Not too long.
You've been married, what, 10?
2007,
12.
12 years.
And you started dating Angie when she was 13.
That was true.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, he started dating Angie when she was 13
she
years
was
old.
14
She was
and
14
I was
years old,
16.
sorry.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now
he was
I am
also a minor.
38. Ha!
But he was dating a minor for a while.
I just keep saying it. She keeps getting prettier and prettier. I told her yesterday, I'm like, you really could be with anyone. And you're here with me that I don't even paint trim.
Well, you
like,
got-
why would you?
You got her when she was 14. She
That's right.
don't know
I said
no
that.
better.
I raised her as one of my own.
God, that's weird. You make it weird when you say that.
Hey, by the way, we got to take from Jake and Tanner. You won yesterday.
Yeah.
We're not playing right now, so don't call. But I'm just
Yeah.
saying, $40 up for grabs. Let me read this resume that we got in here.
Resume or cover letter?
Cover letter.
Do I have one?
You do not. My experience.
Wait. I'm sure I do, don't I?
Oh, you might.
Isn't it on our thing? I want to follow along.
Oh no, I just printed it. It's online also.
Why do I have a feeling this is my cover letter?
Who says that?
100% is.
My experience in the wedding and events industry probably has zero similarities to Woodward Radio Group. But I'm going to tell you about my experience anyway. I'm excited about the position, though I'm not quite sure why I'm applying for it. And I hope to continue my career with this opportunity. Can we ask her questions or no? Or is that frowned upon on HR?
Do it.
Well,
it's a slippery slope because
this isn't technically an interview.
Right, it's just hanging out.
So I think going through this is
my question is, so you're not quite sure why you're applying or what you're applying for. What you're applying for. Okay, yeah, that's true. Because we didn't really explain it.
We say producer, and you can go online and find 1,000 different... Did you Google what a producer does at all?
What do you think?
I didn't, but I read the job description when I went to apply to it.
What did the job description say?
Yeah, we didn't write that up.
No, I read the job description, and I wasn't going to apply because it said I had to send in my on-air demo, and I'm like, I don't
care about that.
We didn't get it.
We haven't had an on-air demo in...
I don't think we've ever had one.
We've ever had one.
Jake and I have never made an on-air demo together.
Good.
Basically, that is just little clips of your show
that make you sound good.
2 minutes.
That's why, and that's what I thought it was. So when I read that, I was like, "Well, I don't."
Were you
qualify.
thinking, "My God, I wish you would have sent one like you recorded
on your phone"?
Yeah, on your phone. Boy, that's how old I am. I was going to say cassette tape. I just pushed record and play at the same time. My fingers in my imaginary radio. I currently reside in Menasha. And own a freelance event planning business.
Anytime I hear freelance, it really sounds like you murder people. Like you're a freelancer?
Yeah.
It's like I'm a freelancer.
Did you ever feel like it during this event planning? Could you have murdered people? Not saying you would, but would you murder someone?
Did you really murder that party?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Never.
Were you like a wedding planner? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah. So I help couples in the area coordinate their wedding days, and then I mostly do nonprofit event planning. So I work with organizations in the area.
Wait, I want to go back to the wedding one. That's interesting to me because has there been any
and charities aren't?
Charities aren't too. I love
charities. I want to hear about bitchy women.
Yeah, honestly.
Honestly, I've never worked with a bridezilla, but usually in the past. It hasn't happened recently, but there have been some mother of the brides that are just...
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
Very controlling.
Your mom probably was not...
No.
Oh, that's not... Well, you're not the bride.
I wasn't the bride, yeah.
And Kayla's mom probably not so much either.
No, not really. We did all of it and paid for it all ourselves.
Hey, what about your mother-in-law?
My mom did a lot. But
my mother-in-law?
Yeah, was she good?
She's amazing.
Hey, tell me one thing you hate about her.
Yeah, just one.
Just one thing that really annoys you.
Yeah.
There's got to be something, right?
Oh, my gosh. Yesterday...
No, you don't have to. If you really don't want to, you don't have to.
This isn't something I hate
about
her.
Shut up, Jake.
The other day...
I like this. Hold on. Shut up.
She sent my husband and I an anniversary card, and she spelled my name wrong.
Oh,
but it was kind of funny. I don't want her to feel
she
bad,
knows Nicole, though. She's not calling you Nancy or something.
That's true.
How long have you been with your husband?
6 years, but we met in 3rd grade.
Oh,
so,
wow. Okay. So you're
forever.
Yeah. Now, to the mother-in-law, did she, when you started taking away her baby boy, could you tell, was she ever mad or angry? Did she ever try to, my goulash is better than Nicole's?
No, but she was I always was very intimidated of her at first, because she's very protective of her children, but she accepted me right away. I love her.
What is your husband's thing that you're still working on changing? Well, does he wear red chucks?
Yeah. No,
that would be such a pro.
He does wear chucks. Actually,
I really like your chucks, and I always tell you, I think you should wear them more.
I stopped wearing them because in 8th grade, Mr. Yonke, who was about Yonke, I think his name was Yonke. He was a woods teacher, and he was about 5'1". This is kind of pertinent, but I just want to say that he was super short. But
he made calendar I bought you. It's working.
He made fun of because I had red chucks before.
Oh boy, I really like those.
And he's like, "Hey, nice shoes." And I was like, "Are you really bullying a student right now?"
Yeah.
And
he's like, me too. You punch yourself in the face. Why'd you hit me?
They look pretty funny. And I said, "Well, you're super short." And then I got sent to the office.
This says Jake and Tanner's wedding service. Tanner could marry them all. She could plan it, and Jake could bring Angie.
Yes, because Angie is such a party when she drinks. His wife is great when she's drinking.
Yeah, she really is.
Yeah, she is.
Not so much when she's sober.
Well, she's still fun then.
Kinda. We always ask her, hey, is Funny Angie going to come out soon?
Jake's really fun.
She's kind of a bore.
About 1 hour into a party.
Yeah, then I want to go home.
Then he gets super quiet.
Matlock's on. Matlock, and I got recorded MASH.
And it's like he knows somebody's about to murder him, so he's looking at all the escape routes that he can take.
You do. That's a smart thing to do, though. I learned that in the military.
You cannot take stolen valor on that.
From my dad, I'm saying, not from me. I actually learned that. I learned that in the fire crew. I really did. Learn the exits in case if you got to get out. Hey, I currently reside in Menasha. I said, I've had an opportunity to plan large-scale community events, fundraisers, and weddings. A few of these events include Appleton's beloved art festival. Prior to becoming self-employed, I worked as the event manager of the Fox Cities building for the arts.
You
where I had the opportunity to create
any of those events.
Well, I guess I could have.
I mean, they're charities, Jake. What do you got against the charities?
I just wanted to move forward, I guess. No, I love charities. I really do.
Like, a list of charities. Screw those people, those money grabbers. Let me just move on past. No free rides here.
I'm in a bit of a unique situation in that I still own my event planning business, but I know that my career doesn't stop here. Working at Woodward Radio Group, and more specifically, the Jake and Tanner Show, would fulfill my passion for creativity. And I would take the opportunity on a high energy, big heart, and limitless work. I like that. I have absolutely no experience as a producer, which makes me the perfect candidate for this job position, as I heard you're looking for someone who's very unqualified.
That is true.
I'm a fast learner who's eager and willing to perfect Jake and Tanner's bad habits.
Whoa, wait a minute! Also accurate, but come on!
I liked it. I have the perfect amount of spunk and sass to keep up with Jake and Tanner, and I'm only 4'11", which provides the morning show with great opportunity for some fantastic short jokes.
It's true.
I'm confident that I can give you the quality work that you're looking for, and I hope to be invited for an interview. Attached, you will find a copy of my resume. If you happen to have any questions after looking at the document, please call me. My number is 920-5. Thank you so much for your time. I like that. I like that cover letter.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was a fine cover letter. Not a lot of pictures.
It felt really strange sending it in because I felt like it was so unprofessional. I've never sent in a cover letter of that type before.
Did you and that's what we're looking for. Did you tell your husband when you told him, like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this? And then was he like, why?
No, he's actually the one that heard about it first.
Oh, really?
And told me that I had to apply.
And he's okay with you if you were to get the job to work with two extremely handsome men?
He does not care?
He's not okay with that?
He loves you guys because you play Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, we do?
He's a gamer.
Well,
that's nice.
He's a fan.
Red Dead is stupid.
And then when you got the call back to come in and hang out, were you like, what? This is not... Because I feel like that would be weird, right?
No, I was very excited to turn my resume, but honestly, I feel like I had so much going on, I kind of forgot I did that. And then when you called me, I was so excited because I kind of forgot about it.
That would be great to get a call for a job interview that I didn't realize that I applied for. That would have been a lot of fun.
Well, I'm glad that we got you in here in the studio now. Nicole, again, is hanging out as a potential producer. We have... Who's in next or tomorrow? Is that Sydney? Sydney's in tomorrow, and then we got Mandy, and we got
Lindsay, who is currently out of the country.
She is. She's going to have a rough one on Friday. Yeah. Very cool, though. I'm glad you're here. We're excited to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
On the way. Now we're too late in the hour, so I'm not going to tease this. I'm getting better at teases. Tanner, 1999. Well, how old were you? 8?
About.
You were around 8 years old.
Yeah.
So I know that you know this. I know your dad knows this, and I know your mom knows this. And something that came up on Reddit.
I'm so excited for this already.
It made me feel so incredibly old. And I went, and just I heard that loser horn we play all the time. I hear that a lot and daily in my life, but definitely when I read this title, and they were wanting to know, people that are this old, what did it feel like when this happened in 1999? We'll talk about it next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning.
I believe in you.
Well, good morning. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake. I'm Tanner.
Nicole's hanging out with us, potential producer. Nicole,
Hello.
is your boyfriend listening? Or
Husband.
listening?
Probably. He's getting ready for work right
Is
now.
he? Is he
What does he do?
excited? Is he a
For work?
Is he a cop? I feel like he's a cop.
No.
How
he's
tall
not.
Is he a baker?
He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Oh,
Does he have long hair?
No.
I feel like he has flowing hair.
He's got hair like yours.
What does he do for a living if he's up so early?
He's a physical therapist.
Oh, he is? He likes helping people?
He does.
Blah.
I don't know.
Why?
Actually,
Helping people so lame.
What were you at?
what
What were we
you're
just
supposed to
saying?
say.
We were just talking about Nicole during that song was asking us if that was our full stem of movies that we enjoy or TV
Yes.
shows that we enjoy. And we were talking about, House. Well, for me anyway, House,
I liked
Lost,
House.
and Friends were probably my three jams. And it's weird, and I think it's different, and I've said this to Tanner before, but it's different for us than your age because I watch those weekly for my wife. We had to wait once a week to watch Friends. You get to binge watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Somebody said that too with Eric Rowe said this, another radio guy. He said it was really, really neat that so many people at the same time watched the premiere of Game of Thrones for season 8 because that doesn't happen anymore. Everybody
Yeah.
just watches what they want
What they can.
when they can. But
Yeah.
it's like back in the day when you would go once a week, and if you were screwed, Lost would play sometimes an hour earlier.
Yeah, I remember shows would do that. Let me play last week's and then we'll
If you
play
missed
this
it,
week's.
yeah, it's crazy
'Cause
to
there
think
was-
that's how it was. And if you missed it, you missed it. You got to get on the forums.
But you probably remember some of that, right? Watching shows weekly,
Oh, yeah.
waiting for it.
Yeah.
What was your show that you were watching weekly?
Friends, I caught
Oh.
it like the
end?
probably the last season I was watching.
Right.
Live.
Well, I mean, when
I had
was the last season?
I had How You Met Your Mother or How I Met Your Mother in The Office. The last season I think for Friends was 2004.
How old were you?
12.
So you didn't really even understand it, probably.
Yeah.
Understood. It was like Team Umizoomi. There's a lot of colors.
There was a lot of jokes
movement.
that I did not understand.
It's crazy to think that I like telling this story. Dude, Joey on Friends. You live at such a weird age when you're in Netflix because you don't age, and then when you actually see Joey and you go, "Oh my God, he's old." He said the worst thing that happens to him now is you look like Joey's father on Friends. He's like, "Oh man."
I watched a video of that happening to Jenna Fisher. Because now it's happening with The Office. Because in The Office, Jenna Fisher was 25 years old. Now she's in her 40s. So she's like, I was shopping at Target, and somebody
Yeah,
said,
that's right.
Do you realize that you look like you could be Jenna Fisher's mom from The Office, Pam?
Well, how would that make you feel?
And especially because you're at Target, too, so you're already not feeling great because you used to be a millionaire, and now
Right.
you're probably just getting by. Well, no, she's got a TV show again, but
Do
yeah.
you think she didn't make enough money on The Office?
I think she...
You and I always have
might
different thoughts on that. I always feel like they make a lot more than, but I guess if they have a weird, an expensive lifestyle or whatever.
Yeah, because
You
once
know?
that money goes away, I just think they keep that lifestyle for a minute until she's got about 15 million. So yeah, I guess.
But you're right. I mean, if she has an expensive lifestyle, she's got to shop at Target.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's worth about 15 million. I don't know if she's married.
Speaking of,
Wait, who is she married to? Why is James Gunn's net worth right next to it?
I don't know.
Is she married to James Gunn?
Is she married to a director? Why isn't she married to Jim? I thought she was married
I
to
do
Jim.
get a little mad, but if you watch interviews with him and his real wife, Emily Blunt,
Sure.
they're awesome together.
Oh yeah,
and
they know
I'm
they
okay
are.
with it.
You know, that is a guy that should not have made it as far as he did. I'm happy for him, but he just doesn't look like he should be a movie star, right? He should be Jim, and that should have been it. And then he got all muscular, and for some reason got pretty good looking. And then he did The Quiet Place. Did you see that ripoff show of The Quiet Place on Netflix? It's called like Shh or something like that.
Oh, I know Bird Box.
Oh,
is-
yeah, I
No,
thought we were
it's
talking about Bird Box.
It's not Bird Box. No,
Somewhat.
no. It's another one with, I think, Stanley Tucci or something. That dude.
Shh, don't talk because monsters will get us. Also,
I'm
our
not
daughter's
kidding.
deaf.
I don't know if the daughter's deaf, but it's if you make any noise, and it showed them out in the wilderness, these birds from the sky come attack you or something like
Oh,
that.
that sounds even worse.
Yeah, no,
honestly.
it's probably bad.
No, okay, so I'm learning things. She is currently married to Lee Kirk, which
I
I,
don't know who
knew
that
that another actor. When Jim and Pam had their baby, he was the lactation person.
That's how they fell in love, like on the set.
No, I think because he was playing with her boobs.
Wait.
just-
He was an actual actor.
I think so.
And then they
But-
met on the set.
No, I don't think they met on the set.
Oh.
I think she had him go on the set. Either way, she was married to James Gunn for 8 years.
James Gunn, actor or director?
Director.
Okay, I don't know.
He
don't know
did
about
both
that.
of the Guardians of the
Oh,
Galaxy
okay,
movies.
sure, yeah.
He's doing the third one, but then he said those things, but now he is, and Disney wasn't happy. Do we now know who James Gunn is?
No, I do.
It's fine.
Now I know.
He's a person.
Speaking of, I'm trying to get a good transition into this. Yeah, how long ago was The Office?
I think it ended in 2009, 2014 it ended.
2014. Man, boy, that seems like a long time ago.
That doesn't. I was gonna say it doesn't.
It
seem
started
that long
in
ago.
2005.
Got to transition to, you know what else is old? It did?
Yeah.
Started in 05?
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, if you watch some of the earlier seasons, it is kind of like Friends, where it looks older. It's a little dated. First episode was March 24th. Oh, we just
See,
made
I
it.
feel like that's it. I
2005,
feel
it
like
was
that's
made-
almost timeless. I feel like you could watch
The
a
Office-
lot of those without.
It pretty much is. It's just kind of. It's like. It just looks like the camera direction and everything was just kind of.
Sure,
The quality wasn't there.
I stopped watching Sopranos just because it's too dated for me.
It is.
And I really want to enjoy that show. I really do, because a lot of people dig that. It's one of the greatest. But for some reason, I couldn't get past it because it feels like just how you were talking about how the camera is, and
Yeah, it just feels
the
older.
clothes, and I don't know.
I've asked this before. Should I be watching Game of Thrones?
Probably, you don't know. I mean, you probably should start at the beginning. It's
Well, yeah.
it's really good.
It's only 8 seasons, but they're like hour and how many episodes per season?
10.
Can I watch it this weekend? I've already watched season 1.
You would shoot yourself in the face.
I've already watched season 1.
If you binge the whole thing,
Yeah.
no way. It would be an
Do you want to
overload.
see how like
I do. You should go Facebook Live on the whole thing.
Live
Of
tweet
just
the
you
whole
watching. You're crying blood. It hurts. You would just get so numb you wouldn't even care. Like some of the things that would happen, you wouldn't give a crap because
season 1 was just okay, right?
season 1 was fun. I really like season 1. Then there was a couple
does
seasons
it
that
get better because there's
no.
nothing.
Yeah, there's a lot of episodes that are really boring, but there's a lot of great episodes in every season.
What the hell's a White Walker
Waha!
and an ice? What are the troll and dragons become a thing?
Yeah, dragons become much more of a thing in it. I can't tell you what even happened in the last season because that was 16 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, they waited so long in between seasons, so I have to rewatch the last one.
I can't wait until I get to watch the Ed Sheeran episode.
Oh yeah, that's not a spoiler either, by the way. I wanted to say that Ed Sheeran. I think they just called him out.
I think he wanted to do it.
I don't think they saw they. Oh wait, you're talking about like season 4 or whatever when he was in it.
I have no idea.
He was in it, but then they
Wait,
called.
are you a Game of Thrones
No.
person? Okay.
And then they gave him a. Then they called him out on this season.
So he's in this season as well?
They just said his name. They said a ginger kid or whatever in his character. Said his face got burned off and his eye. He's still alive, but his eyelids aren't there anymore and all that. And he tweeted out, "Thanks, Game of Thrones. I knew I survived," or something like that.
Oh.
FYI, you want to talk about another guy that shouldn't be famous? That guy.
He is so talented. No,
Oh, I
it's
love
just
Ed
because
Sheeran.
he's ugly.
Right. Oh, yeah. No.
Oh,
He's
but
really,
I think
really
his
talented.
voice makes him super cute.
But
That's what happened.
and you got to like him right now because when it comes out that he stole all of the songs, you're going to think different.
Wait, what?
There is a few things that it really starting to seem like
Oh,
he's
don't
stole
tell me
a few
these
songs.
things.
No. He's
Don't tell me
he's
these.
probably
He's
really
super
talented.
talented, and I'm still sad that I didn't get to go see him live. But
Yeah,
I don't
you
know.
talked about them.
I talked about it for over a year. My wife got me Ed Sheeran tickets in Minneapolis, and we were going to make a whole weekend of it because it
And
was
then
a
you got
Saturday
'em,
show.
blast.
And then, like,
You were
3
so
weeks-
excited.
Yeah. And then, like 3 weeks before it happened, like there were things that were like, do we have a family reunion? Are we doing something this weekend? And then Kayla was like, I sold the tickets for $75. And I was like, I hate you so much.
Wait, why did she do that without...
Because we didn't want to, we had said we weren't going to get a hotel because originally we were going to get a hotel.
It gets expensive.
Saturday night.
You're doing a weekend night there, yeah.
And then we wanted to do the Mall of America because we're kind of trash people.
Sure.
We'd be like, that mall is real big. And it's, yeah, one of those zippy cars. in
Yeah.
it. But then we were just like, it's like $180 and we got an Uber and then we're going to get dinner. And then my wife's going to get super hammered and probably
Dinner
try to find somebody to
means
get
mall
cocaine from.
Cinnabons.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Maybe
big
mall
pretzel.
salads. Why'd you have to pick the fat
I don't know.
things?
I just think Cinnabons. Let me get into this. Now, we teased this. Now, this can be really quick.
Okay.
Tanner knows this when I say this.
Oh, dang it. Why is this?
No, it's not. Nicole, I don't know if I say Y2K, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, wasn't that like the end of the world?
It was.
It was
you don't
supposed to be.
understand how
Yes.
hard it was for people like us. You know, I woke up in a
Tanner's only
hospital.
like a year older than me.
Yeah.
I walked around the streets were bare. I went into the police station. I put on my uniform. I was looking for my wife and kids. People were eating people.
Was Y2K the year 2000?
Yeah,
okay.
what the whole thing was they thought that when the computers had to flip over from 99 to 00, that they were going to freak out and everything was going to shut down. Planes were going to fall from the sky. All of the nuclear missiles were just going to launch and explode. Like, it was a thing.
It was a big thing.
It was a thing where people didn't believe it, but in the bottom of their, like in the back of their mind, they're like, but we're still going to kind of prepare.
Yeah, my dad put beer and then 4 gallons of water in the basement.
Wasn't there another one of these scares like a few years ago?
Yeah, the
probably.
2012
I was terrified.
on the Reddit, it says those who are old enough to remember Y2K, how was it? And I was just so sad when I saw that, and I'm like, oh man, I'm that age. Then I found a news story. You want to hear some of this? Let me do this really quick.
Let me hear it.
Tonight,
hold on. I'm going to put it up. Text TV to 71090.
Because I remember.
Oh, do you want to put it on your screen?
Yeah, send it to me. Because yours isn't even air linked. No, I remember my. Send it to my work email, please.
I'm just sending it right here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I remember my parents sent me to Billie Holiday's house.
Sure.
Because he was because he was kind of trashy. And I think their thought process was if anybody's going to make it by eating dogs and killing people, it's going to be the Holidays.
Hey, 20. Go to 20 seconds on this one. Just skip whatever this guy's talking about right now.
God, what a jerk.
Y2K computer program low.
All right, here we go.
Tonight, the countdown begins.
You gotta put me
Outside
on.
Seattle, Erin Scott Ashley loading her car, counting up her supplies.
It's just to be prepared, that's all, just in case.
I think my
All
mom
day,
had that
store
jacket.
Director Rick Smith watched consumers get Y2K ready.
Batteries sell extremely well, the lamp oil, generators.
You guys don't understand. It was a scary time.
Flashlights, those type of items, anything that a person would probably want to use during a power outage.
We are
It's the same
completely
in
sold
many
out of
parts the
Furbies.
country.
I asked
At
my
this Home
babysitter about
Depot in
that,
Atlanta.
the Y2K thing. She was like 13 or whatever, and she's like, I think I was Y2K. Who are they again? I go, what do you mean, who are they? And she's like, it's like an S Club 7 or something. I'm like,
The
no,
hell
it's
is
not a
S Club
band.
7?
That's like a band. S Club 7. I go, how dare you?
Get out of
Fired.
my house.
I'll watch my kids today.
I'll be a dad today.
Yeah, thank you.
Flashlights.
Whoa, that
A
guy's
Dallas
so
military
excited for
Home
those.
Depot in Atlanta.
Flashlights.
That's all he
A
said.
Dallas
That was the whole
military
interview.
surplus store.
Do you have like granola bars, those sort of things?
And at a Chicago water company, a steady stream of customers.
Yeah,
I have 2 gallons at home, but I come pick up 3 more just in case.
sure.
This is usually a slow time for Hinkley Springs, but not this year. Their retail
All
Yeah, I'll
of
tell
these
you.
people
is
look
wild.
like they are 100% doomsday preppers.
Oh, I'm sure they
They
are.
all look like it.
Man, I really wanted to be one of those guys just to be prepared. It makes me feel good to be prepared,
I still.
but I just can't. I don't
I
have
don't
enough
understand
patience.
those people because if everyone else dies, and you're like, would you really want to be the only one like left?
Well, I
would
think
be a little fun.
for me, I'm thinking more family. If you have kids, you're going to want to like that's just in you. Where it's like I got to
suppose.
I got to
Maybe
protect my
that's-
children.
I don't
Yeah,
have
it's like
that,
I
so I
want to
don't
keep
have
them
kids.
alive as long, even if it's really gonna
Right.
suck.
Man, it was to live back then. It was tough.
I still want them to do because there was a show on the History Channel of like 2012 preppers or something like that, and it was they ran it for like 2 years before, so like 2010, 2011. And I want them to do a follow-up show with all the people that were on there. I want to know what they think now because we're fine.
Do you know
and
what-
how much money did they spend? It was like 60
I
grand.
remember taking off of work that day because I was so scared. I'm like, if
For
I'm going to die, I'm
2012?
going
the
to die at
Mayan
home.
calendar one,
Oh, that's fun.
which I thought I was like, I mean, they might have a point. They're dead now. They might have knew some stuff.
On this Reddit thread, they were asking what was it like to live through Y2K, and somebody said, you don't understand the pain. Your VCRs wouldn't be able to record road rules. You don't get it. Yeah, that's something. I was going to go with something else, and I had, but I can't remember now. That's about done, I believe.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Is speaking of TV shows, have you
Next.
heard the one where they want to follow flat earthers around to find the edge of the earth? That was that they're trying
Okay.
to petition that.
I will watch that show every day of my life.
trying to
I
get
will
that a
binge
thing.
watch every episode.
We didn't
I
ask that,
don't know.
Nicole. Are you a flat earther?
Yeah. Do you?
No.
Okay.
No,
good.
you believe the
That's
earth is
good.
round?
I do.
Hmm.
Okay. You know, like 20% of millennials don't think it's flat, but they don't also think it's round. They think it's a different shape.
Oh.
I don't know.
Really?
Hey,
that's what happens when all the kids are like, why do I need science and social studies and geography in school? I'm never going to use that later in life. And then they become adults with opinions and the right to vote. And they're like, the earth is flat and vaccines are going to give you autism.
Do you know, well, that and Jenny McCarthy. Jenny McCarthy.
I think she
Is she
might
a
have
flat
gave
earther?
up on that.
Oh, she did?
I really believe that Jenny McCarthy gave up on the whole anti-vaxxing thing.
Hey,
I don't know.
You know who is not a flat earther? Verve, a credit union, verveacu.com.
I love verveacu.com. I'm literally working with them today.
Tell
Amber,
me what's going on.
My gal, Amber.
Sure.
Stayed at work, I assume, waiting for me and my wife to email her the forms to our new mortgage loan.
That's how Amber
and
works.
She always is helping in everything. She always gets back to us as soon as she can, which is amazing, and you don't get that from any other place.
And also, you can enjoy no payments for 90 days and a low loan rate when you move your car, truck, boat, whatever, from one financial institution to Verve. Just go online. That's it. 90 days. It's like free money. You can buy whatever. You could pay off things or just buy hats.
It honestly is. It's. I saved like $2,100 in a matter of 3 months on stupid car payments. Do you know how much money that is?
It's a lot. It's $10,563.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah, so Verve is always trying to help out, trying to figure out ways you can save money. So check them out at verveacu.com. So we could do this next. Are these the worst poop stories in the history of the planet? Apparently, according to the Chive, they are, and we could rate them.
I'm okay with that.
That'll be fun. We might do that next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Good morning, Tanner.
Good morning, Jake.
Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
It's Jake and Tanner show. Let me tell you real quick what it's like being married. I think we all could relate to this.
Yes.
Or maybe it's just me. My wife, the first text I get is, "Hey, is there a reason your underwear are on the counter? Question mark." And then she wrote, "Dirty? Question mark." And I went, and then she wrote, "Clean? Question mark." And I go, "Yeah, they're dirty." And she goes,
Why are they there?
What? Why?
No.
Because I took a shower this morning and I brought them down to throw them in the washer, and I just must have left them there and made my coffee. But that's the part about being married.
Wait,
she loves me,
I've
so
been
she'll
in
do
your
it.
house.
Yeah.
Your table's only like 6 steps away from your laundry room.
I know. I just had it down. I usually am showering at the gym in the morning, so I never carry. I just throw my dirty underwear in the laundry chute. But my daughter was sleeping next to me today, and I didn't want to go by her and possibly wake her up.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I'm not saying it was the best thing. There's no justification in it. No, it's just dirty underwear.
No, I don't do that.
No, you don't?
I just leave
You
mine
don't
all
wear
around
underwear.
the house.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever went commando? It's somewhat comfortable,
It's
but very
scratchy.
weird. Yeah, I agree with that. Not the biggest fan of it. Some people are.
I haven't gone commando fully, but I do have a thong.
Yeah, thongs are not bad, though. I've had to go commando at the gym because I forgot underwear. I mean, after the gym, not during the gym.
I have been so unmotivated to work out that recently it's happened to me again where I've gone to the gym, got into the locker room, changed into my workout clothes.
That's just not worth it.
Walked out into the gym, turned around, put on my street clothes, and walked right out.
It's silly if you think about it.
I was
You're gonna go and lift heavy things and then sit these heavy things back down. It's silly.
If I could do it in 10 minutes,
yeah, well, you can't.
I do it all day long.
You
It's
should
like
do
an
it Tony
hour
Horton.
and a half.
Do it Tony Horton at the gym. That's
an hour and a half. That's 90 minutes. That's why it's called P90X.
Man, I don't think so. P90. It was 30. It was 3
90
months.
days.
90 days.
But the first P90X was like 90 minutes of working out.
You got to get my old one when it first came out by Beachbody and Tony Horton. I got free bands. I still have them.
No,
you
you
want
gotta
them?
get
I'll sell them to you.
the original P90.
No,
Wait,
the original is the one I'm talking about.
No,
P90X. It was the new one. There was something just called P90.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking P90X.
That's not the original though. The original was mine back. I got mine when I was 19.
You're talking P90. I'm talking the P90X series.
P90. There are these. I'm
because
sure
there's
there are.
P90X 1, 2, and 3, and you've got the stupid.
I only
P90.
had a 2-disc, a yellow and blue one.
But I think what P90 do you know what we're talking about?
I actually have P90X.
No, it was a full body workout. So what would happen is you would do, I think it was an hour of regular workout, and then at the end of the day, you were supposed to do either yoga or Ab Ripper X, which were 30 minutes at a time. And you could get ripped doing this in 90 days. But you got to follow the diet. And you got to push yourself.
Listen to me.
And you feel bad because there's one guy there that doesn't have a leg. He's a one-legged man, and he kicks your ass every time.
But I mean, pretty much any of this. I remember my cousin went on whatever he went on, and he got ripped. This was when I was like 18. I'm like, how did you do that? He's like, I'm pretty sure you can do whatever the hell you want. Just eat right. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that.
No.
I know.
I like Cheez-Its.
Why can't? Boy, you know that I look at those as a health snack?
Yeah, you should.
Like at this point in my life, I've eaten so unhealthy that you had to correct me because I was like, well, I was eating healthy. I ate graham crackers. You're like, what part of you thinks that graham crackers are good for you?
I didn't put frosting on them. Oh, okay.
And then I would put peanut butter on them, which peanut butter is only good for you in like really small doses.
Yeah, I'll do like 4 spoonfuls of that when I'm making my shake.
Yeah, and it's
I make like a shake.
Just
you're supposed to put like
frosting.
A tablespoon of just peanut butter in the blender. But I end up taking 3 or 4 bites out of it.
Unless you do the organic stuff, which is pretty much just
I had to quit. I had to
cement.
do that. I told my wife I can't do it anymore. I thought she was after my money because every time you try swallowing, you can't. It's the worst.
We thought my daughter had a peanut allergy.
Yeah.
Because we were giving her peanut butter, and it was that peanut butter. And I told her, I was like, she doesn't have peanut allergy. She's just throwing up because she can't handle that sand that you just put on apples for her.
Yeah.
And then we went to the doctor, and they said, maybe don't use that stuff. Even adults choke on that.
I remember Man, I can't. I looked at eBay. Nobody has that the original P90. It took like 17 weeks for me to get it. And then they didn't send the band, and I was very upset. This is right after high school, and I started gaining a ton of weight.
Tony.
And I'm like, I got to do something. All I'm doing is I didn't have a job, and I was just drinking. My parents were giving me money, letting me live in the house for free, and I was just drinking beer and eating pizza.
How do you spell?
I'm like, I got to do something. My wife is going to leave me. Well, my girlfriend at the time.
Tony Horton.
Tony Horton. It was just P90. It was a 2-disc.
DVDs. We'll look at all of his DVDs he's ever done.
Okay.
Power 90, are you talking?
That's it. Power 90.
Wasn't P90.
It wasn't P90. It was Power 90.
Okay, Power 90. I'll put it on the screen.
Another one, Nicole, you might not have...
Full swallow.
I know it. Another one, Nicole, you might not have heard
Power
of.
9.
Is that's the one right there. Nope, 4 over. Right there. That was it. That's the one I got. I was like, I'm going to look like this guy.
It's a total body transformation. $19.99 on eBay. Two DVD set.
Another one, Nicole, is I got a...
God, is he gorgeous.
An ab. You put this belt around your stomach, and it
The
shocks
Shocky
the
one?
hell out of you. And it just contracts your abs.
No.
And I would go to... I remember I was doing theater at this time, and I had like a 40-minute drive, and I would just be like, I'm going to get abs while I'm going to the theater.
Seems
and you
easy,
just strap
right?
it, and you're just like... And apparently, and all it did was burn your skin.
Well, we used to...
You got to put this gel on. You're like lathering up in the car. It's very awkward and sexual at the same time.
We used to do that at Drake's house, where we would buy that thing, and then you'd put it like here and there, and if you put it on full blast, you could get somebody to punch themselves in the face if they were like this, because it would completely contract their arm. And it was awesome.
Yeah, that was a thing that they took off the market after about like 6 months, because there was just burning people like holes in their stomachs.
I mean, it's just as effective as that weird 1950s body shaker where you just sit on there, wrap the band around you.
Yeah, that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
It's like that stupid... Remember when Skechers Shape-Ups came out?
Okay,
now it's supposed to make you lose weight. Those things are...
The Shape-Ups were amazing. I got
maybe
just a
looks,
killer butt from that.
Yeah, looks were great. All the mall walkers had them. And apparently those didn't work. Yeah.
No, they still make Shape-Ups, don't they?
I think they had to... Or, okay, if they do, there was a big thing with them.
Wasn't there something went wrong with them? Like people were falling or something?
I think they weren't getting people in shape, and they were saying... I thought there was some... You'd have to go to news on that.
You gotta...
Skechers Shape-Up news.
Look you can still buy them.
Sure, go to the news section, though. It'll tell you, like, and read the title of something.
Skechers. Okay.
Man, I'm telling you, there was something with them where it was saying they were getting you in shape, but I don't know, maybe this person knows. Hi, who's this?
Hey guys, it's Jim.
Hey Jim, do you remember anything about the Skechers Shape-Ups?
Yeah, they got sued, and people that bought the shoes could return them and get all their money back, even if it was like 2 years later, because it was false advertising. They had like Kim Kardashian walking around, and you're like, oh, you can look like her.
Did you?
Do this.
By the way,
there was no like medical proof that it did anything better than regular shoes.
Oh, like flossing.
Basically, like flossing. Jim, do you remember that thing you put on your stomach and it would just shock the hell out of you?
Hell yeah, I'm wearing it right now.
Yeah. Jim hasn't given it up.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys know me and my 6-pack of abs. That thing works.
Hey, does anybody remember on the text line, remember the shake weight? Oh, yeah, that shake weight was something fun. My mom wanted it, and I go, no, you are not getting that, Mom. I'm not going to come into the house and you're doing this.
Do you know what's insane and how I know that the shake weight was just a joke from them?
Okay.
Was just a joke. Because they had the shake weight, which was a manageable white one, and then they made one for men that was bigger and blacker. You could get a bigger black one.
Of course you can.
This was 100% a joke.
Do you remember the news one? The news station where that woman was using it? And that went viral. You didn't see that? Oh, yeah, that was... We'll watch that. We'll watch that off here.
Krista got me a shake weight years ago for Christmas as a gay gift.
Is a gag gift, yeah. You're probably old enough, Jim, like me, to know. Remember what did Suzanne Summers have? Suzanne Summers. What was her big thing?
The Thigh Master.
The Thigh Master. That's what it was. My mom had that. My mom had the Step, Jane Fonda's Step.
Oh, yeah.
I remember my wife did Tae Bo, and that should be false advertising because she thought she could kick people's asses after Tae Bo, and you can't. You're not actually learning how to fight. You don't do that in a fight. What Mr. Tae Bo says to do.
Do you remember when I was talking about this like last week? Do you remember this thing?
Oh, that is a thing.
The tread climber.
Yeah.
Where it was a treadmill, but they had two tracks.
It looks interesting.
It looks like a death trap is what it looks like.
Ab roller. What was the ab roller?
That's the thing where you like lock your arms into that bar thing, and it has like a little pillow on the back.
I feel like that would work. That would still work, right?
No. This was the ab roller. It was the two wheels in the handlebars.
Oh, and then you just stretch out.
You'd sit on your knees.
Yeah.
And you go forward and back. I remember that. No, do you remember the push-up? The military push-up things?
The bars or whatever? You lock them,
No. They were the, hold on.
There were like two handles that you put on the ground.
Yes,
and they
swiveled.
Like,
oh, yeah, I like those things. I almost bought one of those.
The push-up, military push-up handles that move.
And as a veteran, that is how we did push-ups.
Yeah, you did. You guys all had those.
All right, wait, Jim. This is when you usually say, "And you're welcome."
And you're
welcome for your freedom, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Oh
man, some of these are great. I'm looking. I just found a website that's just all these weird equipment to use to get into shape.
Oh yeah, equipment that didn't work.
Yeah, like and a lot of it. Do you remember Body by Jake? Who's old enough to know Body by Jake?
I just don't feel like that's a good body.
What? No, Body by Jake's?
Yeah.
No, not me.
No,
of course not me.
Is there any in shape Jake?
Well, that guy was, I think. Maybe not.
Is that your Sweating to the Oldies video that you recorded in your basement?
All right. Goodbye, Jim. I didn't call for you to do that, or you didn't call to do this. Thank you.
Did you what did you do?
Nothing. It was a time. It was a thing. It was a place. It was a weird time in my life. My dad was dying. I didn't know what to do, and all I could do was work out. I still wanted to entertain. So I got a camera. I thought I could sell it on then eBay or make my own website
So
channel.
you were going to get in shape while filming a workout video?
Yeah, right.
So
people could see me get in shape with them because Tony Horton's just in shape. Screw that guy.
Yeah, but I don't want to buy a workout video from Pudgy Man.
All melt off of me.
20 guy.
It only takes like a year. I don't know the plan. I had all plans written out.
Tony Horton does it in 90 days.
I had to go with.
You were going to go 1 year?
Running, I'd be like, get my notebook, and I'd come back out with my notebook. It was not very.
For
it was
the love of God, get me these.
Yeah, no.
Where are they?
They're locked away because at one point.
Does Jim have them? Jim, why do you have them?
Just saying.
Yeah. I want that, and I want your damn book that you ripped off from Dante's Inferno.
I didn't know. I didn't know. I actually could get you that.
And we're pretty sure.
I was unemployed, and everybody in between radio gigs decides either to go into real estate or that's when I'm going to get my book off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my book.
So,
boy, my wife, I cannot believe she didn't leave me at that time when I said, I'm going to be an author, honey.
She should have left you when you said, I'm going to be an actor.
Yeah,
and that was the first thing you said to her.
No, really, honest to God. That should have been.
Cool, I'm going to be poor.
Great. Summer volleyball, beanbags, and other fun leagues are now forming at the bar. Call your favorite The Bar location to see what leagues are available and sign up today. The Bar, sports, food, and fun. On the way, this band might be reuniting. I think every 37-year-old mom and maybe 26-year-old females may be really, really excited. Are you 26, Nicole?
I am.
26-year-old females might be excited. We'll find out next. You are listening to The Jake and Tanner Show. Tanner, you look sexy today.
I know.
Good morning. Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, my name is Jake, and man, did I have a heck of a day yesterday with my kids. I want to circle back just for a couple minutes on talking about what happened with me and my kids yesterday. Tanner, other host of the show.
My name's Tanner, and I also did things with my kid yesterday.
That drive you insane? About every day, right?
Yeah. I mean, there are points, like I said, in a matter of 30 seconds,
Sure.
I'll go from
all the emotions.
I wish I had more of you to I wish I didn't even have you right now.
No, I get it. I understand.
Nicole is here.
And then you're gonna at one point you're gonna have another kid, and then it's gonna be double emotions.
I had a weird thing yesterday because
then you're gonna start comparing them. Why I like him better than I like her today.
So me, my wife, and my daughter were all laying in her bed trying to get V to sleep, and we were reading a story, and it was really fun, and we were all just cuddling, having a good time. And I said after that, I think it's selfish of me
to not bring this beauty into the world.
I think it's selfish of me to want to have a second one.
Oh, really?
I said because my main reason for having a second, and I feel bad for even saying it. It's because we had a girl first.
Yeah. No, I mean I get that. You want a boy too.
And you want the boy.
It's fun. I'm going to tell you,
the name and
having
everything.
a girl boy is really cool. Completely different people. It's tougher. It's harder. You hear me saying that, but I don't think you're being selfish. But you're giving her another, so you can leave them together when you guys go out. They can watch each other. They can have fun.
But I don't know when I'm going to. And what if I have another girl?
Well, then you add another girl. Then you deal with it.
And then do I want it? Am I going to be one of those people that want to go for the boy? Am I going to stay with the girl?
Next door, they have 3 boys, and I've even said that. I go, what, so you're trying for a girl? And he's like, don't bring that up. Don't bring that up because she was definitely trying. She wanted.
And I have this. I really have a thing about people who have more than 2 kids. I think it's actually wrong. Like, I get mad at people that have more than 2 kids.
A lot of Catholics. And if you got a farm, I get that. It's free work.
It is. Literally, there's a family up in up in my neck of the woods that each has at least 10 kids, 9 to 10 kids, and they say it's for stone picking because you don't have to pay them.
No, serious.
Yeah.
I get it. You a family? You an only child?
I have a sister.
You have a sister.
Yeah, so it's just 2 of us.
Boy, would I not want 2 girls. My one girl is so dramatic.
Were you dramatic as a child? Are you dramatic now?
No, I really don't feel like I am. But me and my sister did not get along. We hated each other growing up.
Ages.
Do you guys get along now?
We do because she had children, and her children now. Like I love her children.
You're an aunt. You're the fun aunt. How old is she?
The only aunt.
She's 3 years old. She's 29.
She's 29. That's not bad.
Yeah.
Age difference. Mine's 4 years apart. Yesterday, we're in a time crunch here. My kids have to get off the bus, and then I got to get them to gymnastics, which is in Cedarburg, which is a little ways away from my house.
Yeah.
So I'm like, we got to get going. They get off the bus at 3:53. We got to be out the door by like 4:05.
3:53? What time does school get done?
I don't know, 3:20, or they're on the bus by like 3:30. They go a little later. I don't know, man. I don't even know what time they get out. It could be 3. I just know the bus arrives at 3:53 at my house.
Well, maybe not you, but other men could probably throw a stone and hit the school.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty close. It's real close. They're going to love it in the summertime riding their bikes and stuff. Piper already does it. She's getting too old. Anyway, so I grill up some dogs, and I'm like, they're going to scarf these things down.
Hot dogs.
Yeah. Well, and one dog, my neighbor's.
Yeah. Delicious.
And
they're still puppies, so tender.
I put them on the grill and I'm doing it fine. And then I remember Dewey likes his hot dogs with 1 line of mustard and 1 line of ketchup directly in the center. If you don't do this, he doesn't eat it. And it drives me insane.
Kids are dumb.
Mustard is fine. I can do that because it's got that little, it's real thin. It's perfect. The ketchup bottle just farts out and it's just like, just all over. And so I did that and it went all over the bun. I'm like, great. So I just threw that one away because I got so many hot dogs, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one, I did it, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to do that. So I'm wiping off the hot dog. Side note, I found out I'm very gentle and fast at cleaning hot dogs. There's only a job I could get doing that. Third, I messed that one up. Then I did it to a third one where I had it perfect, and then I put the hot dog onto the table, and it falls over.
It falls over. Yep.
I cannot win. I'm on my 4th hot dog, right?
Kid.
This kid's coming into the door, and I'm like, I got to do this fast, or he's not going to want it. He's sitting at the table.
He's going to hit me.
Yeah, seriously, you turn into that person. And I finally do it, and then he sits at the table, and he goes, I wanted a plain hot dog. And I go, hell no, you're eating that. He didn't. I had to get him a plain hot dog. And then to top it all off, we get there, we're 4 minutes late. I walk in there, and they go, there's no class today. And I go, what do you mean there's no class? Gymnastics was canceled.
Why?
Because of spring break. And I go, well, somebody should tell me that. And they go, we sent you this pamphlet. And I go, I didn't get it.
I should be a more paying attention father.
Yes. Do you know what I had to do with hot dogs today? I had to gently clean them. It's weird. And I had to wash them.
We had...
felt like a nurse.
It doesn't... Yesterday, it was me, my sister, and her 2 kids, my wife and her husband. We went to a place called the Dairy Barn, and we got food, and we brought it back to my sister's place.
Okay.
And we got her 3-year-old hamburger, and we got my kid mini corn dogs, because that's what they both said they wanted.
Sure.
And then they both started screaming because they wanted each other's food, but also didn't want to trade.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, okay, well, why don't you just take Bailey's hamburger and then Bailey can have your mini corn dogs? Those are my mini corn dogs. I hate both of you right now. I'm going to check out as a father.
Wasn't it fun, though? You're like, this is going to be a fun time. We're going to take you to this little restaurant. Everybody's going to have a great time. We're going to be full when we leave there. Everybody's going to be holding hands. We're going to be singing songs like a weird family.
It was the absolute worst.
No, yeah.
I hate every second of it.
So when you get kids, these are just a couple things. There's a lot more things that are just going to ruin you.
This is really making me want to have kids.
No,
yeah, do you actually want to have kids down the road?
I do. My husband and I always joke saying we're not, but
we said that too.
Angie,
I think every couple says that.
My wife said she wanted 6, and I almost left her.
Yeah, I know.
Like at the age of 20, she was like, I think I want to have 6 kids. And I was like, I'm going to leave you. I don't want 6.
If you don't have kids, who's going to like take care of you when you're old? And like,
you got to. That's why you got to have a bunch. See, that's why I say you should have 6 kids, because at least maybe one of them you'll become friends with, and then you can live down their basement and they can ignore you.
Here's the thing.
But at least you're not in a nursing home.
I don't think you age as terribly when you don't have kids, because I don't think you...
That's true.
I think you can take care of yourself.
You're not beaten down so much.
They didn't beat you down. You're not like a vehicle with 700,000 miles on it just edging itself to the end.
Basically...
you were well kept. You were garage kept, and you had oil changes regularly.
It's all... They do.
Kids,
you become a butler. That's the biggest thing for me, because they're so demanding. Right when you sit down, it's, I need a water. You get the water, and then you sit back down, and they're like, I'm hungry, or whatever it is. I need a blanket. And you get to the point where you're telling them, just do it. But it's so much easier just to do it, because then there's an argument or a fight.
Mm-hmm. It's really hard to teach your kids discipline when you don't want to deal with it. Because you find out that you don't get polite kids that say please and thank you and don't act like animals just by explaining it to them rationally. They have to act like an animal, and you have to deal with it until they don't do that anymore. And it's so easy.
Anybody
to
listening,
just let them be animals.
Text line 71090. Is your daughter just really dramatic? Because mine freaks out on brushing her hair. It's like I'm stabbing knives in her for some reason. I mean, even when my wife does it, she freaks out. You are almost 9. And she still has a meltdown.
Was she always that way?
Yes.
Okay.
I would give this kid a bath when she was like 2, and if the windows I would have to make sure all windows were shut, because the neighbors had to think that I was just beating her, because she would scream when the water went on her hair.
Okay.
Is anybody else dealing with any of the dramaticness from having a little girl?
See, that's fine for me. The brushing hair and
brushing hair,
that's all easy.
That's great.
My kid is in the middle of potty training, so she's she's starting to take people-sized poops.
Yeah, that's not the greatest.
But she still wears diapers, and she hates it when she gets her diaper changed.
Well, then you got, and then this is what Tanner was just saying. Then you tried to rationally explain to her. Well, then if you don't,
poop on the potty,
you just poop on the papa.
But she because you gotta make sure girls are clean.
Yeah, there's a lot of crevices,
and she fights, and it seems like you are attacking her. And we were at church the other day, and anytime my kid does anything in church, I'm the first one to be like, I'll take her out. Don't worry about it. I got this. And then her and I just go play kickball.
Yeah, did you ever do that when you were younger? You would go to the bathroom and you go down to the basement of the church and
you
you
just
walk through the kitchen and you're just hanging out like
you look for cookies.
Yeah, you did.
My God, Jesus is watching, but he also understands it.
No, he
He's
gets it.
This isn't what I intended.
It's really boring. I get it.
Sucks a lot. But no, I had to. After church, I was like, "Hey, Kayla, can you go? We need to get her home right now and give her a bath because she wouldn't let me fully clean her, so she's not clean right now, and I didn't want to sound like I was murdering a baby in the back room. So could you please? Can we leave?"
Brushing teeth. I'm in that stage where they just freak out.
Yeah.
Well, not even should be a stage. She's flipping 9. I've said this story before. Somebody reminded me of this on the text line. Said putting him in the minivan is really, really tough. I tried to strap mine in the van, and at one point Dewey's doing this in my face. I'm trying to tell him to stop, and he's trying to claw me because he doesn't want to sit down. And you're yelling, and then then Piper's singing songs, trying, and then she's screaming. And I've said this before. It's like I'm the head worker of a mobile crazy minivan. It's like the crazy people are in that van.
Yeah,
that's it.
Being an aunt is so good.
Yeah,
you get to enjoy the
give
kids,
that away.
and they act like angels around you. So you don't have to put up with that kind of stuff.
I still kind of act like an uncle to my own daughter because she's allowed to get away with a lot from me, and I have a hard time disciplining her. So if she gets really crappy, I'll be like, "Hey, Mom's gonna spank you when she gets home."
Yeah, I do that too. Anytime they ask, "Can I have one of these?" I go, "You got to ask Mom," because I know Mom will say no, and I don't want to say no because I don't want to be the bad person. But I feel like they respect her more. As of right now, I've said this. Dewey is just it seems way closer to Angie, and it drives me insane.
Yeah,
it's a little thing that
it's Vienna's all a daddy's girl right now, and it is honestly the best feeling in the world to say. I say it every single day to my wife, and eventually it's going to get annoying to her. Actually, I think it was the first time where she's like, "Daddy, I need you." But God, it is such a burden being the best parent in this house right now.
That's not nice.
It's not, but it's going to change
my wife,
in 6 months.
She knows that I get sad, and she's like, "He loves you." She really does, and I'm like, it doesn't feel like it. It is actually starting to turn just a tad now. Now he's you
got to try to bribe him.
Well, you got to start paying attention to him. You got to be there. That's it. You got to play games.
Yeah, you got to play with him more.
No, I'm kidding. I love that kid. It's really hard to. Anytime he acts up, because he looks a lot like me, and I'm like, damn, you're really pretty. And how do I yell at this pretty face?
Oh
no! Yeah. Honest to God, it's really weird to punish something that looks like you. You know what I mean, and does things that are like, "I learned it from you, Dad," kind of ordeal.
Did your mom ever say when she would watch Piper and she would because she lived with you for a while, and whenever Piper was acting up, did she ever say, "You deserve this because you were like this when you were younger"?
No, she never did, but she did say, the way I'm raising her, she says, you are going to have a hell of a time when she becomes a teenager. And I've said this to Angie, I feel like we've let her get away with too much because she was the only girl for 4 years, and she was very spoiled, and I feel like there could have been better parenting. But you don't. Does that make sense? I'm not trying to say I'm a bad parent, but there could have been better parenting. But it's fun and easy to give her things that I never got when I was a kid because we grew up so poor.
Yeah.
And so it was just nice to do those things. But I feel like we're going to go round and round. I tell her that too. Yeah. Where I'm going to have issues.
Oh, I know that my kid's going to suck when she gets older. Really? I know I'm not doing a good job.
Kids ruin everything.
The hardest job is. Not punishing. What's a better word for that?
Disciplining?
Well,
punishing too.
Kids.
I mean, it is. The discipline is so hard because timeouts are useless.
Oh, my God. And anybody that says just give him a timeout, okay.
I get
she
it. Hates it for a minute, but...
You just sit him on the step and then...
mine has to nose on the wall.
Right.
I do that. Or I just yell at her, I guess.
Right now,
I have a timeout chair now that I think works better than the wall.
I feel I got one of those timeout chairs.
Yeah,
my
it's filled with rat traps.
My kid over the weekend, he came up to me and he was looking at these Flash watches, and because I was looking at bike glasses or whatever, and he's behind me just blabbing about these watches, and they're superhero watches, and I turned around and he's like, "Dad, I wish I could get by the way, he's 4 years old. Dad, I wish I could get one of these superhero watches, but I can't, right, Dad? And I'm like, oh my God, I must say no all the time that he knows that I would have just said no, but that was his polite way of asking.
Yeah.
So I said, yeah, no, you could get it, buddy, which turned into my daughter going, now I get something. So I had to get, so this turned into a whole ordeal. But now the punishment for me, because he wears that watch everywhere. So if he doesn't listen, I go, I'm going to take your watch off. And then he listens.
Oh,
yeah. He doesn't want that flash watch going anywhere. That thing blinks. It's awesome.
My kid,
$6.
My kid calls me on it now. You know the whole I'm going to throw it in the garbage.
Yeah,
kind
do
of thing.
it.
Yeah,
do it then.
Yeah, she does, and it sucks.
Yeah, because then if you do it, then they freak out, and then you feel like a bad dad. You're like, I'll get it out of the trash.
Well, I did it with her Kindle, and then she got it the next day, and she's like, so now every time I say I'll throw it in the garbage, she'll be like, bet you won't.
Yeah.
Or if she's mean to the dog, I'll be like, do you want me to take Gus to the pound? And she'll be like, yeah, take him.
She's
really good at calling your crap.
You can't do that anymore, especially when you have a 9-year-old. Because my thing was emailing teachers. I'll email your teacher. She walks behind me and goes, go ahead. So I got to like actually start typing something, and then she'll be like, "Why does that say Uncle Tanner's name?" And I'm like, "Dang it!" So I'll erase that name, and then so I'll put the teacher's name in. I don't have a teacher's email, and I go, "Do you want me to hit send?
Yeah.
You want me to hit send?" And she's like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Damn it, Piper!
I think I'm
go
gonna
to your room."
I think I'm going to do that with Santa.
Yeah, you should.
Like honestly,
I'll contact Santa
That's
right
what
now.
my parents would always threaten.
Yeah, like I'm gonna email Santa.
Yeah,
I'm gonna IM message
Santa.
Santa.
I bet you could. Yeah, do that.
I'm gonna put one of my buddies' names as Santa in my phone because Santa doesn't always get back to me.
Sure. And then do that, because then if you
if she calls me
if you didn't do the real Santa, because you're not going to do the real Santa.
No.
Do you even have the real Santa's email?
No, he changed it.
Oh, he did. Okay.
I used to call him too much.
Yeah, so have a buddy just pretend to be the real Santa, and then do it that way. It's a good one.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's really going to be a great way to scar my child from an early age.
Couple things here. Getting into the next segment. I want to get into this band might be reuniting, and 37-year-old females are going to be very exciting. Sorry we didn't get back to that.
I'm very excited.
Just give us a couple minutes. We'll be there. And also, I don't know if I could... I know for a fact I could never do this. I'm just not this type of guy. But this bet that he made...
Satisfy a woman.
Is... Well, no. We already knew that. Yeah, I'm definitely not that guy.
Fix anything.
No.
Be handy. Be trustworthy.
What are we doing? I got to get going here. Let's not pull at that string. What was I saying? Thank you.
Something that you can't do as a man.
We'll do it next. Jake and Tanner Show. Jake, Tanner, two of us together.
Super Friends.
Super Friends. I was going to Planet. Jake and Tanner show. Hi, I'm Jake. Tanner's over there. Hi, Tanner.
Hi, Jake.
I don't think we said. Maybe we did. Nicole, hi. I don't know if we said the last segment.
We did.
Mention it real quick.
I did, and then you just plowed right over it.
Oh, sorry.
Like she wasn't even here.
Oh, sorry, Nicole. Nicole's a potential producer. She's hanging out with us.
Yeah.
She's 4'11".
I am.
Blonde hair. No kids. Married. Might be getting a dog.
From a dumpster.
We got to take from Jake and Tanner. We're going to be doing it in a few minutes. I think $40.
Yeah.
Big thanks to
Yes.
Yeah, you won yesterday, right? Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union with Life Stage Personal Guidance. We do have a wordy title movie game in the 8 o'clock hour. Nicole's going to play this one. All of us will. So this band getting possibly back together. Nicole said, I have a good feeling I know who it is. And why do you say that, Nicole?
Because I just saw something in the news yesterday about something that happened at Coachella.
Okay, give me a clue other than the Coachella thing.
Go ahead,
What
Nicole.
year was their biggest hit?
Oh, jeez.
99.
99.
Maybe.
I was going to say 99
I
or
don't
2000.
know.
Spice Girls.
No.
Ooh, that was a good
Is
guess,
it
though.
TLC?
No.
It's not Destiny's Child.
No. Why are you thinking women? This is Ariana Grande. She was at Coachella, and 4 out of the 5 members joined her to sing this song.
What the hell is this? Is this NSYNC?
NSYNC. I mean, without Justin
JT is
Timberlake
not coming back.
Yeah, listen to this. Hold on. Yeah, this song. So here, this is what the the news story said. Obviously, NSYNC minus Justin Timberlake might be ready to hit the road and maybe even record some new music.
No.
Obviously, they include Justin in a heartbeat. Well, yeah, but they've waited long enough for him to come around. That guy left back when he was still dating Britney, I think. Source says, quote, they loved their moment with Ariana Grande, and they know the fans are still there for him. Would they love Justin to be part of anything in their future? Absolutely, but they're tired of waiting for him to make a decision. He's not making decisions.
No.
His decision was made.
Well, the rest of them aren't really doing anything.
No, I think one is
sorry.
doing.
Joey Fatone is the voice of Family Feud.
And that the other guy that's on there does the turn. He turns a stop sign at a construction zone. He does.
No, Joey Fatone. Like literally at the beginning of every Family Feud episode.
If you play it, go ahead and play it. She can hear it.
Let me show the beginning of.
Also, he was ballsy. What was the hair club? He was the sponsor for that.
He's on Dancing with the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars. Boy,
he's been very busy.
Is it Joey Fatone?
Food Network. He had something for a second. Yeah. What is that? Ballsy? Is that what it is? Or the hair the hair club for men or whatever?
Okay.
He's a sponsor for that.
Here
we go. Well, that's his voice. That's really bad quality, but
it's the worst quality.
Yeah.
Hold on, we need something better than that.
Sure.
None of these are a thing though.
I wonder how much he made for that.
I don't know, but pretty much all he says is, welcome
to Peterson family.
Yeah, welcome to. I'm Joey Fatone, and here's Steve Harvey, and then he doesn't say anything ever again. It's the easiest job in the world, and he probably makes $75 a day.
Probably feeds the family. Part of the family feeds him. Maybe. Gambler. I wanted to tell this story really quick before we get into a take from Jake and Tanner. So there's this gambler who placed $85,000.
I thought you were talking about the Green Bay Gamblers.
Nope.
And I was like, they make that kind of money?
On Tiger Woods winning the Masters.
Wait, how much did he put on? 80?
85.
He put that on him for winning.
He paid $1.2 million.
That's not bad.
He's 39 years old. He flew from Wisconsin to Las Vegas last week to place the bet, which he claimed as the first he'd ever done on bet on sports in his life.
This man makes such bad decisions.
Oh, man.
80 plus $1,000, and it's the first. Like, my first bet at the casino was $5.
I can't do a
red
casino.
Or black on the.
This is not my life. If I had 85 grand, he ran. Hold on. He explained that he took $85,000 cash out. It was everything that he had. He put in a backpack he just bought at Walmart, ordered a shared Lyft ride so he could save $2, which he shared with a mother and a child who were talking about money problems. I felt sick knowing that I had 85 grand in my backpack and they were talking like this. If I see them again, I will help them out.
You could help me out.
Mm-hmm.
I can be
he
a
was
lady and a baby for you.
$25,000 in debt after there it is, protein supplement business had gone under. So for some reason, he had 85 grand.
But
doing
still
something.
25,000 in debt. You know, dude, you could have had just 60 grand.
Could you do that? Could
And
you?
no debt.
I could never take that and go put it on Tiger Woods.
No, because he's Tiger's in his 40s.
1.2 million.
Yeah, I mean he got a good amount of money back, but like Tiger's old.
Well, he said a month before is when he knew he was going to do it. He'd been thinking a lot about it. He watched Tiger's performance at the Tour Championship, and things seemed to be going his way.
How old is this?
He's 39.
He's 39. Okay.
He continued, I looked at how well he did there and some other factors you can't put stats behind. It wasn't about the stats for him. The fact that he was going to be his first major in front of his kids. So he's convinced that he would win. That is not...
I've never been that sure of anything.
No, never.
To put up 85 grand, especially when you're 25 in debt.
1.2
like, because he had an opportunity to pay off his debt. He was $25,000 in debt.
He just had
could have
60
paid
grand.
And he would have had 60 grand to put on Tiger. But instead, he's like, I'll put on 80 because 85 because I think this is really going to work out for me. If that would have lost, then he would have had nothing
what was his plan?
and $25,000 in debt.
For me, I'm not even a fan of casino. I don't know if you guys are. I can't do
casinos,
casinos.
man.
I feel like I'm throwing my money away.
I'll win like $25 on the slot machine and I cash out.
You got to take it as just entertainment. Like this is what I'm going to do tonight. You know, instead of spending $300, $400 on dinner and whatever, you're just going to go do that.
You have to enjoy the games. Like, if you enjoy playing poker, you can go there and do that.
Yeah, the stuff that takes possibly a little bit longer than just feeding the slots.
Yeah, I can't feed the slots at all. But
I got a buddy who he goes more than once a year, but he always takes 5. He goes, I take 3 or 5 grand just to blow, and if I lose it, I lose it. It's not a problem.
Yeah, that blows
That's
my mind.
unbelievable.
Where you've got 5 grand that you don't care, you don't come home with.
That's
and they use it for shows or gambling or anything like that. I would love to go to Vegas just to watch some shows.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun. That would to go watch Celine or Britney. Is J-Lo there? Who else
I don't
is
think
really
J-Lo's
washed
there.
up? Is NSYNC? NSYNC should get to that.
Man, Vegas,
Backstreet Boys are there. Yeah.
Vegas is starting to turn into a place where you don't get just washed up people. Like, it's almost what you want. Like, Lady Gaga has a residency.
That's it. That's the only one that's not washed up. Well, Celine's not really washed up.
Celine's not washed up.
Wasn't she the starter of that? Like,
She kind of started. Aerosmith is doing a residency. I think Def Leppard does a residency.
Who's that one magician? There's a magician
Chris
out there.
Angel does a residency at the Luxor with the.
That's the way to do it, man. And then you're just set. You don't got a tour or anything.
Yeah, and you get to live in that hotel.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Like, do you remember Mind Freak?
Yes. Oh my God, I love those.
His Luxor hotel was amazing.
Who's the dude that does the puppets? He sexually molest puppets.
Dunham doesn't have it.
Dunham doesn't have it? That's who I was talking about.
Dunham doesn't, but it's the guy, the first winner of America's Got Talent. He signed like a $5 million residency contract.
All right, let's have some fun here with Take from Jake and Tanner.
Yes, please.
We'll kind of do it quick here because we went late in this segment. So we'll just be a couple minutes late here.
You know, we like to talk about things we don't know.
That's right. I think this person has a residency out in Vegas. Maybe this person.
Yeah.
I think this one.
Okay.
And I know that.
This person is a smoker.
Hi, who's this?
Sheila.
Oh, yeah. You called it. Hi, Sheila. How are you?
Hi. Good.
Sheila, you ready to play?
I am.
All right, so Tanner's going to leave the room. He cannot hear any of the answers nor any of the questions. If he wins, it's going to be $60. Tomorrow, if you win, you're getting $40 today. Now remember, Sheila, if you get stuck on one of these questions, you can pass. You can only do that a couple times, though, okay? On each question.
Okay. Nope, no question.
Sheila, what do you do for a living?
Pharmacy technician.
Oh, I like this. By the way, I want to thank Know It All Noah for making the questions today. Makes my life easier. Sheila, the timer's going to begin when I'm done reading the first question. Are you ready?
I am.
The geothermal spa Blue Lagoon is located in what country?
Pass.
What famous rapper's real name is Artis Ivy?
Pass.
What food product calls itself the snack that smiles back?
Goldfish.
What is the capital of the U.S. state, New Hampshire?
Pass.
Who played the role of the U.S. president in the movie Air Force One?
Jamie Foxx.
The geothermal spa Blue Lagoon is located in what country?
Ecuador.
What famous rapper's real name is Artis Ivy?
Nicki Minaj.
What is the capital of the U.S. state, New Hampshire?
No idea.
Data! How do you feel you did, Sheila?
Fantastic.
She feels like she did flippin'-tastic.
I always lose to women and Jim's dad.
She's very excited. All right, hang on, Sheila.
I'm Sheila, and I wanted to win $40 to just kill Tanner's self-esteem.
Maybe it's all a ploy to mess with your mind.
It could be.
Here we go. Timer's going to begin when I'm done reading the first question. The geothermal spa Blue Lagoon is located in what country? Pass. What famous rapper's real name is Artis Ivy?
Pass.
What food product calls itself the snack that smiles back?
The snack that's... Goldfish.
What is the capital of the U.S. state, New Hampshire?
Pass.
Who played the role of the U.S. president in the movie Air Force One?
Oh, Harrison Ford.
The geothermal spa Blue Lagoon is located in what country?
Jamaica.
What famous rapper's real name is Artis Ivy?
Is AI a rapper? AI.
What is the capital of the U.S. state, New Hampshire?
Montpelier. That's not right. But it kept coming to my head.
Hi, Sheila.
And I don't like Sheila, how you guys laughed.
After hearing his answers, how do you feel you did?
Awful.
All right. You got your bell ready?
Oh, so one of us is really wrong and one of us is really right.
So the geothermal spa Blue Lagoon is located in which country? By the way, Nicole, did you feel that these were difficult today?
Yeah.
I do too.
Thank God.
Yes, they were hard.
Ecuador, she said. You said Jamaica. The answer is Iceland.
You nod like you knew that.
No, I did know that. That was the only one I knew.
Wait, you knew that? Wait, what did she do? What did she do when I said Iceland?
Yeah, she was like,
Yeah, it is Iceland.
Yeah.
Did you know that one?
Yeah, that was
you
the
did?
only one I knew.
It's the one thing I know about. It's geothermal spas.
Yeah, I know a lot
bring
about
that to the
Iceland.
producer table.
Yeah.
I have a lot of Iceland facts.
You don't gotta lie to us. We're your friend.
Iceland
it's
is
okay.
one of the places I want to visit.
What famous rapper's real name is Artis Ivy? She said Nicki Minaj. You said AI. The answer is, oh, that's really great. I like that. AI Artis Ivy. I get that. But it's Coolio.
Oh.
0-0.
There's an artist named AI, isn't there?
I know there's...
Or is it no, it's T.I.
T.I.
Dang it!
Hey, what food product calls itself the snack that smiles back? You both said goldfish. You both are correct.
Hell yeah! Suck on that, Sheila!
Yes.
What is the capital of the
Wait, I got it too.
What is the capital of the U.S. state, New Hampshire? She said, I don't know. You said Montpelier.
Pillier! That is a capital of a state.
Concord.
Sure. I don't know. I thought that was a grape.
Finally.
I'm taking a point for that.
Who played you both got a point right now. Who played the role of the U.S. president in the movie Air Force One? Tanner said Harrison Ford. She said Jamie Foxx.
Ah, you suck!
Harrison Ford is it.
I know.
All right, thank you, Jamie. We really appreciate it. Take care. No. Not Jamie. What's your name? Sheila.
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 You lost.
Right.
We don't got to remember your name now.
You're a nobody to us now.
All right. Congratulations, Tanner. We are at $60 tomorrow. Big thanks to Prospera Credit Union Life Stage Personal Guidance.
I gotta learn my capitals again. My God.
On the way, we do have Wordy Title Movie Game. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. I thought we were moving to the 8 o'clock hour. Here, some things we've never done. I'm really surprised about myself when I made this list. You guys should both make just a few things. Things you can think of like, I've never done this, and people might think it's weird.
Okay, so it's not like I've never been the Pope.
Right, yeah, not things that, yeah, exactly. It's kind of like I've never watched this and everybody's watched it or things like that. We'll do this next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. Last segment of the 7 o'clock hour. We're already here. It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Hi, I'm Jake. Tanner, hi.
Hi.
Nicole, hi.
Hello.
You guys look great today.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Sound great. Everybody's doing good today.
Thank you. I need that validation.
I love all of you. Tanner was just off air telling us. You know what? I would like to hear both the stories in full again of run-ins that you had with weird people. Was this all yesterday?
No. Okay, so the first one was Sunday. Me and my wife were going shopping at Aldi's and Marinette, and we stopped at Arby's to get some food, and we went in to eat, which rarely ever do anymore. But
that's weird to go in a fast food place to eat for me. Yeah, that's a weird one.
Arby's is a little different
unless you're older. I feel like a lot of old people go and read the newspapers there.
Surrounded by the elderly.
Yeah, you're right, Lo. Arby's is not.
It's not. It is the nicest fast food place you can go to.
Well, it's expensive as all get out.
That is
Arby's,
also true.
It's like Wendy's. Wendy's is another expensive one.
Dude, I love Wendy's.
I do too.
I can't afford your nuggets.
I can't deal with square burgers either.
There's two. Okay,
Offended
one,
by them.
I hate going to Wendy's, and asking for their Sawsome sauce because I feel like a child, even though it is the best.
Sure.
And then second, I hate going to KFC and asking for their finger-licking sauce.
Because that you just feel like a sexual predator.
They have something called finger-licking sauce.
Blinking at you when you're saying it?
Yeah. And now it's...
licks his lips a little.
Finger-licking good sauce, that's what it is. And saying that into a box is weird.
Sure.
Because, once again, weird. But then I think they changed it to like FLG sauce.
Somebody said, what about Hardee's? Do you remember that? I don't want to get into the story, but do you remember when I almost got into a fight with that other dad? Because their kid was in a Hardee's in that playground.
Yeah.
I had to take off my shirt to show him my tattoos.
Yeah.
I'm like, I ain't messing around.
I don't mess around. I don't even know this kid's mom. I barely see him. This is where we hang out.
This is what's going to happen.
I rented that Hardee's because I think we know the one where it looks like it should be outside, but it's inside.
Yes. Right by Planet Fit Green Bay.
On West Side or whatever. And I go in there, and it's awesome because you don't have to let your kid take their shoes off. Actually, it's recommended that they keep their shoes on there because it's an outside playground that's inside.
That's inside, yeah.
And it's dangerous. Awesome. And I love that place. It is the best because there's a lot of room for kids to run. It's not like if you go to McDonald's where there's tables
it's
everywhere.
Huge in there.
It is the best place if you have kids and you don't want to spend a lot of time with them. Hardee's.
They can disappear a little way. They can disappear because you can't see them. So if they go hide behind something, you're looking for them for a second.
My kid hides in the tube because she knows my arms can't get them. Right. And I'm too fat to be in there. So, but I go there and there's just kids doing backflips everywhere, and I was like, V, we gotta go.
It turns into little gymnastics. They hold gymnastics there.
Yeah, because the floor is padded. Either way. So back to Arby's, and this is my first really awkward thing that happened to me. Is we ordered. And then the guy was like, your total is 1713. Only 28 years away from the revolution and 32 away from signing the Declaration of Independence.
What did you say? Did you go, thank you?
I was like, okay. And he's like, I want to be a history teacher. Cool. I got to practice, you know? And I was like,
it's funny.
And I walked away.
When I was a bartender and I decided, like, maybe I'm going to do radio. I was like, well, I'm going to try doing my radio voice when I answer the phone or talk to customers. And I actually had a guy tell me, he goes, why are you talking like that? Because I was real pukey, because that's how I thought radio.
Hey, my name is Jake Kelly. What can I get you today?
No, that was it. That was how I did it.
Can I get an old-fashioned? Oh, one old-fashioned coming right up. But first, here's a hit from Backstreet Boys. Here we go. Tell me why.
And I'm singing
and you're singing it yourself as you muddle the orange. Tell me why. If I tip you, will you stop? Wow, that's the best way to do it.
Yeah, really. They asked me to stop. The owner had to finally come in and go, hey, we didn't hire you. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? And I'm like, I never told him.
Did you have a stroke? Is that what happened to you?
So go on with your... Tanner has another story.
From a gas station. And this one...
This one tickled me all in the right area.
I'm sad I didn't talk about it yesterday, but I didn't know how I wanted to approach it because I didn't know if I wanted to say the business, so I won't say it because it was the weirdest interaction that I've ever had. But I go to a place to get coffee and other things for the show in the morning. And I get up to the counter.
So you must go in there all the time. They just know you real well.
I've never seen this person.
Maybe they're just
before.
really comfortable.
No, I've never seen this guy before. Usually I have this small woman who has the most broken English in the world, and me and her are best friends.
Sure. Okay.
She calls me Tanner. But
Tanner.
Like two separate words.
Yeah.
Like cupboard. I actually don't know how. Yeah, like cupboard.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Maybe they think that's your name. Like that's your first and last name.
It could be, yeah. And so he was like, okay, your total is 7. Hold on. Your total is 7. And he burped real loud in the middle of a sentence. 58.
Well,
and then I just looked at him, and he looked at me like he didn't just burp loud in this store.
It's given up. It's like, I don't. What are you going to do? You're going to fire me? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? Go to another gas station, be a cashier? Okay.
And he was a lot taller than me,
Sure.
so it felt really emasculating. Like, he really put me
Did
down.
he blow it in your face?
But it was loud, like loud. Like, if I was in the bathrooms, in the cleanest bathrooms in the world, who knows where this could be. I would have heard him do this, and he had no remorse, no embarrassment. I wish I had that confidence.
Wish he would have given you a wet willy. Then,
he grabs my head and gives me a little noogie.
I had a weird interaction yesterday. I canceled that lawnmower service. Remember when I was like, I'm going to go pay for them to tune up this lawnmower?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, I'm not going to do that because my Dave told me to adjust valves.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I YouTubed that yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. So I need my Dave to come to Fredonia on his bike.
Dave.
Yeah, well.
I can let you borrow him if you need.
I would love that.
But there is a fee.
And what the hell? There's going to be no fee?
Yeah. Do you have a membership?
You got a membership to my Dave? How much is a membership?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like a library card. Like,
so I got to check them out.
You can get it for free.
Do you still use the Dewey Decimal system?
I will.
Or is this, okay.
Yeah.
This is a scanner. No,
the worst part is lifting up his back and stamping the date so I know when you have to bring him back.
He said, either way. And then the guy came and he had my mower out in the driveway. I took a little 10-minute nap, and then he knocks on the door and he's like, "Hey, where's the key?" And I go, "I canceled this, sir. I did. I canceled that at 2:30 in the morning when I was driving to work on Monday. And I felt bad for calling, but it was a business I was calling, so who cares? They listen to their answering machine.
Oh, so you left a message?
And he goes,
you didn't like wake up a family?
Right. And even the nice guy, I think he was touched. Door. Yeah, no, and he goes, well, I'm
sorry, did you just say I think he was touched?
I do. I think it was something maybe a little off.
Like by an angel?
Sure.
Just a little hard when he was being made? Like he got poked in the brain?
Just like like he was dropped. And he goes, I got to take something. And I go,
no, you don't.
That's what I said. I go, what do you mean you got to take something? And he goes, I got it. Do you got like a mower or like a snow blower that I can take? And I go, no. I go, you can take this one, but it doesn't work. He goes, that'll do. And I go, no, I was kidding.
You got any Girl Scout cookies I can have?
Basically like that.
Can you write me a note and pin it to my jacket so my boss knows that I tried?
Hey, let's move that I never done that to the next segment. Let's talk Keanu Reeves really quick. I just sent you this thing. And people are going crazy, or women are, and some men, about how beautiful he is in his new GQ photo shoot. You could just push play on that. I think there's some music. And Nicole, does that do it for you? Do you think Keanu Reeves is good looking?
I didn't, but now I kind of do.
I don't.
I'm kind of into it.
How old do you think he is?
52.
He's 73.
What are you talking about? He's 110.
No.
Have you seen that painting?
Are you serious?
No, that's a guy that does not age, man.
How is this? This doesn't make him look very attractive. I've seen him in much more attractive things.
And then, let me
I
get
like to be attracted to things.
So Keanu Reeves, this is what he was talking about in the GQ magazine, that he was in a 14-year movie prison with Fox. Reason being is because, boy, this might make me feel old. Do you know what Speed is? Have you ever watched that?
Nope.
Do you know that movie?
Nope.
Am I older than I should be?
No, yeah, you are. No, you are. You can relate to a lot.
Because I know Speed, like, to the detail on what ruined that stupid lady.
Well, let me tell you what Speed is. Speed, starring Keanu Reeves as an LAPD cop attempting to save the life. I wrote that. I knew you were not going to know, so I got the synopsis of this movie.
And Sandra Bullock.
Yep. Attempting to save the lives of passengers on a bomb-outfitted bus that risks explosion should it drop below 50 miles an hour.
90s were dumb.
It was a box office hit, pulling in more than $21 million at the box office and earning 93% fresh rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So what happened is they give him the script for Speed 2, and he goes, I'm not going to do this. And they go, yeah, you are. Because for a studio, if the first one does well, they're like, right away, we got to make a second one. Because I want to make a ton of money.
Hollywood beats things until they're dead.
So they did a second one with a cruise ship.
And he said no, but
Sandra said,
Sandy Bullock, she was on that cruise ship. making sure it didn't get below 50 knots or whatever they did then.
And he said, I read the script and it was about a cruise ship, and I was thinking, a bus, a cruise ship, speed. But then a cruise ship is even slower than a bus. And I was like, I love you guys, but I just can't do it. So they wouldn't give him another movie until The Earth Stood Still, which is a pile of crap, in 2008.
The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Yeah, I didn't care.
Mind
Did you?
it.
You liked it?
Yeah.
But anyway, so apparently he turned that down and he couldn't get another Fox movie for 14 years. 1994 was Speed. 94. Yeah, you shouldn't know that movie. Did you rent it? Did you watch it? Have you seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen the whole thing.
It's not bad for a 90s movie.
It's really not terrible. There's a lot of movies that, like, my dad was not one to say you pick what you want. Like, we're going to watch this movie. And I enjoyed watching movies with him. So I know movies that I shouldn't. Like Starship Troopers.
I got to read just a couple things here. I'm 25 and I know what Speed is.
Uh-oh.
Maybe
that potential producer should feel bad not knowing Keanu Reeves is Speed.
Not only they should be ashamed, you should feel bad.
Yeah.
Like
Nicole
your self-esteem should take a hit.
I hope she gets Ebola. Welcome to our world.
Yeah, we just get this sometimes. It's just what happens.
Anyway, I want to read this next text here next. Something about the birthday station we just got in.
Whoa.
Wordy Title Movie Game's also on the way. It is a Jake and Tanner show. Nicole's here as a potential producer.
Hi.
We got a text about things?
Good morning.
I'm not going to.
As you can hear the typing in the background, that's because the other players at the show are getting their movies around for Wordy Title Movie Game that's going to be happening in the next segment. Hi, it's Jake and Tanner Show. I'm Jake. Tanner?
Hello.
Hi, Tanner. Nicole, hi.
Hi.
Nicole's a potential producer. So did you... I was supposed to play this yesterday, but I forgot. Or we didn't get to it. Saturday Night Live hit on the Lori Loughlin scandal.
It's about time.
Lori Loughlin is Aunt Becky.
Wait, is that what I've seen? All teased and stuff with that girl that I really like, and it's called The Actress or whatever. Emma Stone.
Wait, what do you... Oh, is this actually about this?
No, I saw a thing, and it was from SNL, and it had Emma Stone with short blonde hair.
Well, here, let me just read it. It says, Saturday Night Live went after Lori Loughlin in the opening skit. It was about who's the craziest person in prison holding cell. Here, let's listen and see how funny it is.
Son, I'm the craziest dude in here. Stabbed my neighbor to death and then ate his fingers so they couldn't ID the body.
Damn, that's insane.
Oh, yeah? You think that's insane? I paid $500,000 to get my daughter into USC.
Wait, what?
You heard me. I paid $500,000 to a women's crew coach to say my daughter was good at rowing. I'm a loco.
Wait a second. Are you Aunt Becky?
Tell me that again.
All right, I'm sorry. Is it Lori? Do I call you Lori?
No, I have a new name now.
Brother Becky.
Yes, Brother Wallace.
You forgot your kufi.
Oh, I did? Oh, well, to quote Stephanie Tanner, how rude.
Wait, so you're in the Nation of Islam now?
That's right. I bought my way in for $100,000. Plus another 100 for them to stop calling me the White Devil.
Man, you won't survive in here more than a week.
Oh, really? You think prison is hard? I have done 68 Hallmark movies. I have seen hell, man. And in half those Hallmark movies, I marry Santa's son, so I have lost all sense of reality. I'm gonna take your heart, and I'm gonna cut it out.
So Lori Loughlin and her husband pleaded not guilty, by the way, to the charges of the fraud, money laundering. But if things don't go their way, they could end up spending 40 years in prison, which I highly doubt, but still.
Dude, that would be awesome if they did. Imagine if the judge's kid didn't get in the same year that their kids did.
Oh, no. Here it says they had a chance to take a deal last week when Felicity Huffman did, and several other parents involved in the college admission scandal. And at that point, they were only facing a fraud charge. Now they got a ton more, and they're just hoping their lawyer can pull off something miraculous.
Awesome, yeah.
The money laundering charge was added for more than a dozen parents who decided not to plead guilty, and that was probably supposed to convince them to settle up, but for now it's having the opposite effect on Aunt Becky. I feel like it's going to be bad for Aunt Becky for some reason. Do you? Or do you think she's going to, you're going to spend 8 months or whatever?
No, I think they're going to toss a book at her.
I do too.
I think they're going to because it got so much attention, and her kids are also butts. At least one of them was. So it kind of sucked. It's not like she got them into a school and then she got an awesome degree and did well there.
Right.
The one girl started a YouTube channel and said, I don't really care about going to class. I'm really only here for the games and the partying.
Yeah, I think
I think
Felicity Huffman, I think the people that took the plea were, I think it was like, you're going to spend a little time in jail.
And then there's going to be a fine.
I think they got the better end of the deal on this.
Oh, yeah. I'm still okay.
But Aunt Becky doesn't want to go to jail, so she's taking her time. She's Aunt Becky.
She needs those Hallmark movies. She doesn't want to be found guilty.
Boy, she's pretty.
I want...
People in prison are going to think that, too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I forgot what I was going to say.
Sorry about that.
I feel like it was something about
It was probably amazing. Let's move on to I've never done that before. I found
never have I ever.
Yeah, I found the Chive. It's on the Chive, and it was, you're telling me you've never done that? And it was a bunch of, I think, people from Reddit, and then the Chive stole it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make a list here of things that all of us have never done.
Okay.
And do we think it's weird? Or is it like, that's okay, you've never done it. Somebody says here, my dad's never used Cash Point. I don't even know what that is.
What the hell's a Cash Point?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It's something to do with the subway. No wonder. Somebody said, I hear I've never played in the snow. But I get it.
If you live in a smaller... if you live in a southern state...
By the way...
I've never hooked up with a relative.
Oh,
it's like the same
you should
thing.
You should try it. 71090. So, whoops! I almost gave a sponsor to that. 71090 of some things
Dave.
that you've never done, or 866-916-0959. Never owned a credit card made the list.
You're lucky. Credit cards are awesome. I mean, you shouldn't because they are. They're great.
Have you ever watched Game of Thrones? That's one that you could probably say.
That's the only thing I wrote down.
Somebody said I've never changed a car tire. Nicole, have you changed a car tire?
I have.
You have. So
with
you know
the
how to
help
do
of
that.
my husband.
Okay.
But I think I could do it by myself if it happened again.
Somebody said I've never bought a lottery ticket. Oh, you're not white trash.
No.
Good for
Hey,
you.
hey now,
What?
hey
I'm
now.
getting them.
What?
You don't like Funyuns and cigarettes.
Funyuns suck.
Yeah.
I never read anything in a bathroom while on a toilet. I mean, phone, I have.
You don't.
I don't. You just accused me of that.
I got mad because Jake goes to the bathroom at like 5:15 and I saw him run
5:15, 5:20.
And then he came back 38 seconds later.
Yeah, because I go quick. I don't mess around.
And
in
I
there.
looked and I was like, you left your phone in here. And you're like, yeah, I never bring it in.
I don't.
Why?
Because I just sit on the back
What
of
do
the
you look
toilet.
at?
I don't. I'm too fast. I don't got time.
Your generation scares me. That's why all the serial killers came from like your generation.
Because they're
or,
thinking
like, the
there's nothing to do. There's nothing to occupy
you guys
their
are
mind.
Weird.
Yeah, I get that.
You just sat. You. What if you were sick? Then do you bring your phone?
No,
You
not
just
at
sit
all.
there and think about stuff.
Yeah, I got to think. That's where my anxiety comes from. I bet. Yeah. Hey, let's take. By the way, 710.
Ted Bundy killed 30 women.
Hi, who's this?
Good morning, Jake Tanner and Miss Nicole.
Hi, 3430.
Hello.
Do you have something that you've never tried or done?
I've got a couple things. I've never written a check in my life, but I've never written an email in my life.
Bull crap.
I'm a very competent Mrs. 3430.
Oh, so you've had a slave.
I do have a slave.
Yeah.
Just like you're Jake's slave. My wife.
That is not true. That is just not true.
Love slave.
That is true. Bedroom slave. Yeah. Tanner puts the lotion on the body real well.
Whose body?
You know.
What else you got this morning?
Thank you, 3430.
Bye, 3430.
Let me go through a couple of mine.
But I bet you that is going to get more and more. Have you written a check?
I have.
Okay, but that's going to get more of not writing checks. I used to write checks when I first got my checking account just to go buy like gum.
Sure, I was the a-hole that had the big wallet, the big long wallet you keep in your back pocket.
My dad used to have one of those, and it's like they endorsed him because every time he would go out to the bar.
Sure.
Because that's home.
You mean
would call it.
The wallet?
Yeah, like he would endorse it. He'd pull it out and he'd be like, you see that? Yeah. You can put your checkbook in there. Your bills don't get folded. It's got enough places for your ID cards and your gift cards. It is amazing. And it's only $19.99 at Walmart. And I was like, are they paying you?
No, they're amazing. Those little wallets are cool.
Yeah, but now...
Or those big wallets.
Yeah, because they just look like a checkbook, but
I used to do the same thing that you just said. I would go and I would buy a Coke. And it just came out.
Yeah. Oh, the devil.
The devil's just coming out of my throat there. A Coke and a pack of cigarettes.
Yeah,
and it'd be like, at that time, it was like $4 total or whatever.
Let me just write this down, balance my checkbook right away because I'll forget.
Yeah. It's true, you would. You'd balance it.
You'd have to do it like in the car. You'd be like, I'm going to forget.
I did that up until
I had
2 years ago.
$33 only in the checking account.
$22.83 minus $4.82.
That's it.
My in-laws still do that. They'll still write checks.
They're at that age though where they're not giving that up.
Have you ever been behind the lady that uses a check at the store?
Oh, I cuss and I curse
and they use them as debit cards now because they just scan in.
Well, do you ever do this?
That stupid old lady, she'll be like, I still want to fill it out.
I judge them before I go into the line. I will judge and I'll go, that's a check writer.
You're a check
That's
person.
a check writer, and I try to find one that I don't feel like will be.
And you know how
everyone
I
at
can tell
Walmart is
if they're a check writer at the store? Because my in-laws don't use checks at stores. No, I see them avoid the lane with ethnic people. They're like, oh, you went to the white one, even though there's a longer line, you're going to write a check.
Oh, that goes hand in hand. Checks and racism. That goes hand in hand. Credit cards. Somebody said I've never joined the Mile High Club. I get that.
Yeah, you can get kicked off a plane. My wife asked if we wanted to do that, and I was like, I don't even know if I can fit in the bathroom.
They just throw you off the plane.
And they
just open the hatch.
Harrison Ford comes out of one of the overhead bins and throws you off his plane.
Swam in an ocean. I've never ate a pear.
You never. Wait a minute. That's an obtainable thing.
You should try a pear. They're delicious.
I love pears.
Wait, do you peel pears?
I just bite right into those suckers.
Okay, but the skin is just a hair too thick, right?
Kind of.
It's a little too thick.
I don't really
for
remember.
just
I haven't
biting?
had a pear in a really long time. I've never had a can of soda. I've never eaten ribs. Oh, you should eat ribs. Ribs are outstanding.
I can't get past the fact that there's a bone in there, and then you're sucking on something that a bone from their body.
You don't have to suck on a, you don't have to suck on a bone.
Have you only ever had boneless things?
Tell me if you find any of these crazy on my list, and then we'll go through your guys'. I've never watched Star Wars. I've only watched not the old ones. I've never watched the old ones.
Yeah.
I've seen the new one from you,
and you liked it.
I did. It was fun.
But now you have zero interest in any of the other ones.
No.
Like one more came out, and it was good.
I've never watched an episode of a full episode. I've caught like little bits and pieces of Sports Center. Never watched it.
I don't think I have either. Honestly,
yeah, you catch the top 10 or whatever they have, and that's. I've never had a guy trip where it's just guys go for the weekend, like fishing or hunting. I've never done that. You have?
But we all went to the Dells.
Yeah, that's actually fun. That would be fun.
We went one morning, and went to Noah's Ark until it closed, and then we drove home.
You've never had a female trip?
Oh, I meant I've never had a male trip, but
like
a male
female trip.
Just you're the girl. It's a weird, a weird trip if you were going on one of those.
Female trip? I don't think so. I mean, I've gone like places with one other friend, but
I would count that. How
does
far?
That count?
Probably. Do you go on a weekend thing?
You can't just call it like the mall.
Well,
that doesn't count.
I'm like trying to think of a good example.
Well, I guess then I've been with you.
Yeah, but we went for work.
Yeah, I guess.
To Chicago.
I've never been on a Ferris wheel or a lot of things at a fair.
What do you
never
mean
been on a Ferris wheel? I've never been on a Ferris wheel. Heights?
Actually,
one,
I don't think I have
and
either.
Those
what are you guys is wrong with you?
because those guys aren't out there tightening those bolts.
No. The Ferris wheel is the most level-headed thing you could do
They
at a
put those
Ferris
things
wheel.
up way too fast.
Oh yeah, but what are you going to go on the Scrambler?
Scrambler's dangerous.
What are you talking about? You're going to go on the Scrambler?
Do you ever get on the side?
There's no safety to that. It's a bar that's there. They want gravity.
Do you ever get on the side? You got to pick the right seat on the Scrambler because you get squished the whole trip. You're just getting nailed.
Yeah, you got to take an inside.
Yeah, you have to. I was squishing my little kid.
Yeah.
He was not enjoying his time there. I said, you chose this.
Yeah.
Consequences of going to this Bay Beach.
Yeah. It is insane.
I've never been grounded in my life. You haven't either? No. It's not because I was a good kid, just my parents didn't discipline me.
Yeah,
Oh, you're just a good kid? You're like, I was an angel.
I was.
Were you like one of these students, like you
didn't have a drop of alcohol until you were out of high school? Do
you party now? Are you a drinker?
Did you party in college?
Hey, Nicole, what drugs do you do? Have you done pot? You tell us right now.
Have you done the weeds?
Pee in this cup. Can you pee in this cup?
We don't drug test here.
I could pee in the cup.
We don't. Okay, that's just for us.
I was a rule follower growing up.
Okay.
Very sheltered.
The way we
did you go crazy? Like, because
I don't think she does.
That was always the thing, because we have a faith Christian school.
Yeah.
And if they ever came to, like, our public school, they were insane. It's like they had to fit 15 years of sinning into the next 3 years.
I got a buddy, Darren, okay? He never had a drop of alcohol all through high school.
I could tell.
That guy's crazy alcoholic now.
He doesn't know how to handle it.
He doesn't know how to handle it? He doesn't know when to stop?
Okay, well, I don't have that problem, but I still can't handle it.
How long have you've done coke? No.
Well, not today. No.
Not today. Yeah.
Not today.
No. So you're not a big drinker then? Is your husband a big drinker?
I mean,
This isn't an Earl situation, is it? We're not going to have to because
Earl
has to die.
Yeah.
No, I enjoy
Does he abuse you?
Oh gosh.
No, I'm just kidding. We're kidding.
No.
Here, let me just do a couple more of these. I've never been on a first date. Because we've never went when you're young like that. You just go not
you
like
never
that.
Adult dated.
Adult first dated. That's crazy.
Adult dating.
Yeah, and then finally, I've never been in a fight.
Me neither. We used to do you put on the gloves, like we had UFC gloves at the cabin parties, and then I would fight in my weight class, which was only one other kid.
Right.
And then that was it.
I've
always wanted to be in a bar fight, man. Haven't you?
Me.
Don't they kind of seem like fun? Like, couldn't you imagine to be like, somebody's disrespecting my bro, and then you just grab your Bud Light bottle and
if
crack
you're
it
good
over somebody's head?
Sure, if you're good at fighting.
Oh, no,
I couldn't.
But don't you think maybe you're a sleeper agent that you don't know about?
That's something that I always think about this. Brad Pitt says, how much could you know about yourself if you've never been in a fight?
Yeah.
Quoting Fight Club. This happened at a bar a few New Year's Eves ago. in Fredonia. I believe it was Fredonia, and Kyle was telling me this. And he said this bar was wall-to-wall people.
Yeah.
And said all of a sudden, a guy punched somebody, and then everybody looked and turned around, and everybody just started punching everybody. He says they were just throwing fisticuffs. Yeah, everybody's getting hit in the face, crawling on the floor.
Oh, I can say this. I never had to run away from the cops at like a party.
I want to go back to this. I want to do both. I want to do both of you next.
Okay.
I want to go through let's make some more of this list of things. That was me. I've never done that. We'll move on to Tanner, then Nicole next. And if you have any of these, please 71090. Text us, or you can always call us here in the next segment. 866-916-0959. More Jake and Tanner show next. morning, Tanner.
Come on.
It's Jake and Tanner Show. I am Jake. Tanner sitting across from me. Nicole, the potential producers, over to the right of me. Text TV. Why doesn't that go? Gosh dang it. Text TV to 71090. You can see us live in the studio. Is that working? You're looking at it goofy.
Was it not on this whole day?
No, it was.
I was going to say, somebody called and reminded us.
It was just on me for a second. You can always text us, too, 71090. You can call us 866-916-0959 if you want to tell us all the things you don't like about us. Rick and Len have an email.
Yeah.
You can tell them.
I said hi to Len in the studio.
Yeah.
Or no, we were coming down the hallway. Small hallway.
Sure.
And I was like, hey, good morning, Len. And he made direct eye contact with me.
He started doing push-ups for some reason?
No, and then just grabbed his coat and didn't say a word.
Really?
What did we do to him?
What did we do to him? It was a whole ordeal.
Maybe
do you remember that, Nicole?
Yeah, no, but they've talked to us since then.
Yeah, no, I know, but there's probably a grudge.
Maybe it's because we were trying to poach
his stick. Oh, we were trying to do two things. We're trying to take over their 100-watt signal.
No, but we said that after they go, we wanted.
Oh, no, I don't care when we get it.
Oh, yeah, I mean, we'll take it today.
And then we wanted Rick to come over to be the producer, to audition for the producer. Oh, that could be. Len's probably mad about that. Rick said he wants to do it. He said he's sick of that. He doesn't know how much longer that station has. It's only been here forever.
40 years.
Oh, crap. I wanted you to say something really quick. Where did that text go?
It was a birthday station text. While you find that, let me ask Nicole a question that we've asked everybody else. What's the sexiest dog breed?
If you had to make out with
Golden Retriever.
They are very sexy.
Are
they are. They're too expensive for me. What kind of trash puppy did you shoot for? What kind of puppy was that?
Oh, it's an Australian Shepherd Lab mix.
Oh, that's probably a pretty one. That's probably a pretty
they're
dog.
Like chocolate with blue eyes.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
I get it.
Would be great.
This says, wow, after listening to you guys, it is unreal. Wow.
Owen Wilson.
Wow. After listening to you guys, it's unreal how fake the birthday station is. Their caller was making jokes, and it's like the conversation was so fast that it had to be staged. Most likely.
Yeah, probably.
Not talking bad or anything.
No.
Hey, just before we get back into, I've never done that. We're going to do a Tanner list here next.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you.
You were very ready for that sexiest dog, by the way.
You were very quick.
Well, I was listening to play back, so I knew you were going to ask me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's not like we haven't asked that question before on air.
We ask it anytime, and nobody. It doesn't even matter that she knew. If you don't know, you don't have to say and I usually state it as what dog. If you had to pick a breed, which one to make out with, which one would you do? And they just say it. They say the answer too quickly.
Yeah,
makes everybody feel uncomfortable in the room.
Answer
turns me on a little.
My favorite call of that was, I think it was the first time we ever talked about it, and you're like, hey, what dog would you make out with? I was like, stop asking people, and then in the background, Golden Retriever, no, German Shepherd, don't answer. It's incriminating.
Speaking of dogs, so yesterday I there's a spot in the ceiling that I'm painting. I found ceiling paint in my basement that's really old, so I took it to Home Depot and had them shake it up, okay? And there was a good dad there that did his joke. He just took the can and shook it and then handed it back. And I'm like, no, can you probably put it in the machine? I did a fake laugh. Hopefully the ceiling paint, I'm just hoping that it's like smoker yellow. They could match that old ceiling, which I didn't think it was going to be. And it wasn't.
Just buy a pack of Swisher Sweets and sit
just
there
start
for a minute.
blowing smoke on it. And so I stir it just with the stick, and then I put the stick down on the sheet. There is one little line. That's it. It's just not even, it's just like a tiny square of paint. Mm-hmm. I go, well, this isn't going to work. I take the paint down to the basement. I'm cleaning up. I tell my kids, do not move. I want you to go ruin anything. I come upstairs, and there is flipping little paw prints. My stupid white dog found that only stupid streak of white paint, walked everywhere on the wood floor. I followed the tracks back to where it began, and right in front of it, there's crap. So
it was a little leprechaun trail with the worst pot of gold.
It was just an awful experience. And then the white didn't work out. It was just awful. Anyway, Jake and Tanner show. Well, why am I saying that? I guess I'm doing a transition here. We're doing a thing called I've Never Done That.
Yeah.
We just went through my list. Tanner, do you have anything on your list that you've never done and we might think is weird?
We should put your fingers up and just call this Never Have I Ever.
I like that.
I have never had a Moscow Mule.
Oh my God, those are.
You're missing out.
My uncle.
So
I
Why
just
does
texted
everybody
him.
say they're amazing?
They're really, really good, and they're very dangerous, and they're about $100 for one copper mug.
Not up in my area. In my area,
Oh,
you
yeah,
get the
you're
copper
right.
mug. They're like $3.
I've been to bars where I've asked for them. They put them in plastic cups, and I go, "This isn't the experience I want." They're really good on a summer day, though. They're all 5 of
Why
them
does
are.
it really seems like that's a winter drink?
No, maybe
because I think
because
it comes in a mug and it's Moscow.
But that mug is so flippin' cold when you grab it. You got to go try one. We'll go after work.
Well,
that's
the
exciting.
show ends at 9.
The alcoholic in me is going, yay!
So that's weird.
Well, it's not. If you drink in the morning, it's not weird.
I've never kissed
Stop
a
it.
boy.
I have. Yeah, you have.
No, I've never kissed a boy on the mouth.
Wait, I can't say I haven't.
Yes, you have. We have video evidence of like you sucking on Jim's lower lip too.
Yeah, I was biting his lip. It's weird.
Yeah, you got.
I was.
Like, he was hot and heavy.
Let me tell you, that was from
And then
Moscow Mules. That's what happens when you have a lot of Moscow Mules.
You didn't have Moscow Mules down in Mexico.
Okay, that just happens when you find someone attractive, I guess.
And then he tongued my belly button during a body shot.
You did me too.
No,
yes,
I
you
took
did.
a body shot from you.
I did?
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember that day.
Good. It was like.
Tongue good.
Like, no. I even stood up and said, your wife is very lucky. Because, like, it was insane. It's like he was trying to get my spine through my belly button.
I got a strong tongue, too.
But it was
Stronger,
it was
stronger
like he
than
was
the
poking
average
a finger
tongue.
straight through. But,
Here,
yeah.
I'm serious. Give me your hand. I'll show you how strong it is. Oh, yeah. You're a potential producer.
No.
Give me your tongue. You want to try it again?
Nope. I've never ran from the cops, like at a party or anything.
Boy, I have.
Or got an underager.
I never got an underager, but I ran from. Everybody just kind of went. Went their own ways, and then people went into the woods just like 5 feet and laid on the ground. It's like you're gonna get busted.
I got sad because I left a party 10 minutes before it got busted, and I always wanted to get
just to run.
I always wanted to run. Doesn't that sound like fun? Like I wasn't trashed,
but
so I would have been able like level-headed and stuff, and I was sprinting, and I knew that area, and then I hop up on MySpace the next day, and everybody's like, Greg's got busted. It was insane.
You're like,
and I was like, I was there.
What else you got?
Never been to a state west of the Mississippi.
I have.
Yeah, I just haven't, and I feel like I should. Maybe.
How many times have you flown? Is that your?
No, I've flown a couple of
Few
times.
times?
But usually it's to Florida.
Kayla was
that was her first.
Yeah.
No,
Wait,
no,
it was
she
second.
went to Myrtle.
Yeah,
she went to Myrtle Beach.
Which
that was her first.
That makes me jealous because I think I want to do that one time.
Just go for a weekend
and not even tell her. I want to tell my wife like, hey, just get a babysitter, just save up some money, get a babysitter, and then just gone for 2 days.
That's what Kayla was gonna do. To me.
Oh, that's right. But she said something. I don't know how to keep this because she wanted you to call in sick, I think, and you wouldn't do it
because she was going to turn. The issue was she was going to turn my alarm off, and I was like, "That's a really good way to make me upset."
You would have freaked. You would have woke up and just freak out.
Yeah, I was like, "That's a good way," because she was going to get a hold of you and then get a hold of the bosses, and I was like, "I don't want to do that."
That would have been cool. That would have been a nice little surprise, though. But I do envy that. Just to get away on the weekend. Was it fun or did it feel too rushed?
No, it wasn't bad. I'll never go back to Myrtle Beach again.
Too busy?
It's too big of a tourist town.
Yeah.
And I love touristy garbage.
Let me ask you this, though. I want to go back to, just real quick, did it feel... I mean, you would recommend... Was that fun? For like
a weekend? For 2 nights?
Yeah.
Awesome. Do it for 2 nights.
Yeah.
Never spend any more time there.
Did you spend a bunch of money?
Not too bad.
No?
I think well, I was going to ask, do you find this weird? I think I've told you this. While in Myrtle Beach... Kayla stayed in the hotel room, and I went and played 18 holes alone.
I find it no because I know you both, so I get it.
But she was horribly sunburnt.
Okay,
from the first day, and I was like, "Well, you're on vacation too. If you want to sit in bed, nap, and read books, go for it."
And it's also if we're going to go to Tennessee, and there's a mountain bike trail that I want to do, and I want to bring the mountain bike.
Yeah.
And so Angie wants me to, so she said, just go in the morning and I'll just hang out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you kind of like a golf hobby. If she's not in it and you're in it, that's a thing you want to do. You want to play different courses, I would think. If you're at different places, don't you want to try different courses?
Because Myrtle Beach is like the golf capital of the United States, so I was able to play there, and I have a shirt from it, and I had to rent clubs. And like everybody getting off the plane in Myrtle Beach had golf clubs,
right?
So it was really fun. But yeah, I played 18 holes alone. I love playing alone.
That's one of those sports you can do.
Yeah,
because it is just against you.
Yeah, because some people hate it. I'd throw in. I listen to
Mountain biking
podcasts.
is like that too, but it is fun to go with people.
Yeah.
Not that are in better shape than you, though. My God, it just makes you feel bad. Can you wait up, please?
My legs don't know how to be as long as yours.
Somebody said you guys would like Nashville for 2 days. I heard that. I heard somebody say you should do a Nashville trip just for a weekend trip.
Why?
I don't know. Just because of the bars, and you like Blake Shelton. I guess Blake Shelton's everywhere. He's in every bar with posters.
I like scenery and stuff. Like I liked Myrtle for at least the boardwalk and being on the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Me and my wife aren't huge go to the bar scene or live music people.
Yeah,
because I feel like if you're going to Nashville, you're going to check out some live music.
Mm-hmm.
If you're hanging out in Nashville for 2 nights, I think it's because you enjoy music and you want to go down there and listen to some live people. Because what else is there to do in Nashville, really? Other than, because I mean, nightlife in Nashville has to, every bar have live music, right?
I heard there's some good food in Nashville.
I assume so.
I guess restaurants and music.
Yeah.
I guess you're going to go there and just party.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
It's just what it has to be. Is that a kid place?
Somebody said Pigeon Forge is better than Nashville. That's where we're going, is Pigeon Forge.
The hell is Pigeon Forge?
Yeah, it's Berg, right over by there. I don't know. It's a town, city. What else you got on the list?
That was it.
Oh, that's it.
I've done pretty much everything else in my entire life.
Then you could do. Somebody said the Mall of America you've been to, and that's west of the Mississippi. Oh, you've never been? I thought you had.
No, I said we were gonna go. That was to that Ed Sheeran concert. That was gonna be my first time west of the Mississippi and going to Mall of America. It would have been awesome.
Nashville's boring. Go to Pigeon Forge. That's where we're going.
What the hell is it a town?
Yeah, it's a town there. I don't know
what is there. Why did they name it Pigeon Forge over like the second worst bird?
I don't know. I don't know any history
of it. When you get there,
it.
I'm going to have a list of questions for you to ask the locals.
I'm going to. And I will.
Get video documentation.
We possibly might get into this wordy title movie game. Possibly. Nicole, we're going to ask you also some things that I've never ever. What's the drink? What's the game?
Never have I ever?
Never have I ever.
Yeah.
We'll continue on with this next. You are listening to the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. show. Hi, I'm Jake.
Hi, Jake.
Good morning, Tanner. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning.
Nicole's a potential producer. She's hanging out with us on this Tuesday. Sydney's in is it Sydney tomorrow?
Yep.
Sydney's in
tomorrow. Then Mandy. Then Lindsay. And then the hangout week concludes.
By the by, we're going to be doing a kickball tournament. May 18th, Willie Beemans. You can sign up May 3rd, 9 a.m. for one of the teams. If you don't want to be on one of the teams, you don't want to kick balls, that's fine. You can just show up at Willie Beemans, May 18th. We're going to be hanging out there pretty much all day.
But also, if you're not hanging out with a team, what is wrong with you? Like, if you're not trying to get on a team, there's something wrong with you.
I think so, too. You're a little off.
Yeah.
You probably dropped him when you were a kid.
Yep.
Or your mom drank while she was in a hot tub while she was pregnant with you.
Well, she was drinking for 2.
Nicole, we were just going through some of the things that you've never done that people may go, oh, that's weird. Went through mine, went through Tanner's. Nicole, let's hear from you.
Okay.
Some things that Nicole, potential producer, has never done.
I have never watched The Goonies or Forrest Gump.
Either one of those. What the hell? Well, that's fine. You know what? I want to tell you this. I'm like giving you all kinds of crap for this, but last week was the very first time that I watched it. It's amazing. I bought it. I will let you borrow it.
Thank you.
Okay, but it is Forrest Gump you should definitely be watching.
Forrest Gump is fan-flippin-tastic.
There's a lot of movies that I feel like everyone talks about that I haven't seen.
Okay.
I'm more of a TV person.
What are these movies? Like, what is another one? Shawshank Redemption?
Never seen it.
You don't have TNT?
Yeah, TNT.
Hey,
you got it right.
I was going to say TBS, and I was like, wait, I don't think that's right. I'm going to give you some movie quotes, and you tell me if you've seen these.
Oh, no.
I was going to say, let's do this tomorrow, but you're not here tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't work. Hey,
so
life's like a box of chocolates.
Oh, that's Forrest Gump.
Shut up. You've never seen it.
But you don't know it.
It's only after we've lost everything that we're free. This is fun. You do one, and you and I will both try guessing, and then I'll give quotes? And I'll give one, and then you and Tanner try guessing. Okay. Here's the first one. It's only after we've lost everything that we're free to do anything.
Nope.
Wrong. Fight Club.
Oh.
Never seen it.
Oh, really? You would like it? Maybe you wouldn't, but it's really fun. Give me one, Tanner.
Not ready for this. I was just gonna say movies. Jake, can you go again?
Baby.
This was so much pressure.
Nobody puts Baby in the corner.
Oh, that's Dirty Dancing.
Have you watched it?
I don't know if I've seen it from start to finish. I've seen pieces.
I'm really upset that you haven't seen Forrest Gump.
Yeah, that's really a thing. You should see that.
What other movies have you not seen? Die Hard.
Never seen it.
I guess I understand that. Movies everybody should see.
That's what I was on. 20 modern movies everybody needs to watch in their lifetime.
Okay, give us these.
Donnie Draco.
Oh, that's Jake Gyllenhaal. That's not bad. That's not bad.
I've never seen it.
It's a big-time cult classic.
Yes.
It's a big cult classic.
I can picture it. Bowling for Columbine.
Never heard of it.
That's that movie with that Michael Moore, and it was something. City of God. Also never heard of it. Cool. These are great. The Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Oh my God, that's
I have
great.
Seen that one.
Jim Carrey.
I have seen that one.
Sure.
Yes.
I got this list too. I think you're. I got a completely different list.
Mine's from Business Insider.
Do you have
No Country for Old Men.
Oh my God, that's really good. That's on Netflix right now.
Sounds terrible.
No, it's really good. It's not terrible. It's really good. Guess who's in it?
Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones, and guess what he's playing?
The drums.
Yep.
Oh.
It's about Motley Crue.
Yeah,
they're in the background.
Because they had to make some mention of it. He was in the band.
Have you seen Pretty Woman?
No.
I know the references. I've seen bits and pieces. What about Aaron Brockovich?
No.
The Matrix?
No.
Everybody's seen The Matrix, even though the last two are bad.
Yeah.
Goodfellas. I get that if you haven't seen it.
Some of these.
Dead Poet Society?
No.
Robin Williams? Do you know who Robin Williams is?
I do.
Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction.
Reservoir Dogs.
No.
All right, go on with your other things you've never done.
I've never had avocado.
Avocado's really good.
It's, you're not missing much.
No, it's good. It's fun with the dip.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm kind of scared to try it.
No, it's really good.
You're really.
I've never touched a cigarette.
Well, not even touched?
Not even touched it.
Oh.
I used to smoke till 2007, then I quit.
Oh, I didn't know
I don't know, man. When you're, I guess for me anyways, that was the thing. It wasn't as bad as it is now.
It wasn't as frowned upon.
Right.
Everybody always knew how bad it was for you, but it was a little bit more accepted, at least in this state, until January 5th. July 5th,
it out of
2005.
restaurants? Are you taking it out of restaurants?
No, sorry, July 5th. 2010 is the day that they took it out of public places.
And I'll tell you, that segregates people big time.
Dude, Because I was a coffee clutcher.
Sure.
So I would go to my cafe every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, sit down and say, can I have a coffee and a cigarette or coffee and an ashtray? And then on July 5th, 2010, they said no. And they said, you have to go sit outside. And it was raining that day. And I got sick.
Do you know, they used to have, you know this, but in restaurants, smoking sections.
I remember.
Where you would say, I would like to be not in the smoke. If I went to a restaurant with my dad, which we never did, but we'd sit in the smoking side. And all the smoke just goes over to the non-smoking side anyway. I know. But my God, you used to be, back in the day in the radio station, you could just sit here and smoke, because smoking really back in the day, like in the 50s and whatnot, that was not frowned upon. You could smoke in grocery stores when you were just shopping. Everybody did it, blowing it in kids' faces. They didn't care.
It was recommended.
My mom threatened she told me, if you ever touch a cigarette, I will kill you before the cigarette does.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That put the fear of God in me.
So neither of them really smoked?
No.
Give me your mom's number. I want to know some things. No, I bet you she smoked.
My mom's mom died from emphysema.
Okay.
So I think that scared her. And
how old was she when she was she?
I think she was probably in her 80s.
No. So your mom was older.
Oh, my mom?
She smoked when she was. Your mom smoked when she was younger.
I don't know.
Let's find out some stuff about your mom. Give her a number. Let's call Mama. I'm serious. This will be so fun. Yeah, give me the number.
Write it down.
I don't even know if she knows.
You don't know your mom's number offhand.
Write it down. You're gonna love it. We're gonna call Nicole's mom and find out some dirties.
Okay.
We're just gonna ask her 3 questions
I don't think she even knows I'm here.
That's fine. Oh boy, not a really good relationship.
You didn't tell your mom, or you're not excited about this?
No, I'm very excited, but I didn't want to jinx
920?
it. Yeah, I think that's it.
I'm very excited.
I hope that's the right number.
What's your mom's name?
Barb.
Is that 57?
Babs?
7557. Oops. Yeah.
Well, that's Babs' number.
We don't know the middle numbers.
No, we don't know the first
I said
part.
it.
That's my mom.
No, I didn't say the last of the middle.
Sorry.
Must not have to.
End the call.
We'll find out. Babs, if you're listening, your daughter really wants to talk to you and find out if you've done some weird things when you were younger.
Yeah, come on,
it's gonna get awkward. Ah!
Your mom doesn't exist.
Did you f***ing number me?
No.
We're gonna find out some things. Is she a God-fearing Christian? Dang it!
Do it again. Do it again.
I don't think she'll answer.
It's not even going through.
Oh, really?
I think you definitely didn't have to put the 1 before that.
Well, I've tried all different ways, so I was just trying.
That's going to be confusing to the phone.
Okay. We'll try that way. I've never been more excited than anything in my life.
It's just not going to work. Have you been changing phone lines?
I have.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Oh, here we go.
Come on, Babs! God!
She's going to be so confused.
Plead the 5th with Nicole's mom.
Why couldn't we have had this great idea like an hour and a half
kidding.
ago? We can go into the Karen hour more if we really want to.
I don't know anybody's number.
I do. I know my mom's.
I don't know my mom's number.
I know my wife's.
1-800-HEAVEN.
She screened our call for sure.
So sad.
Yeah, she screened
More
my
hell.
call.
Babs, what is your You know what? Nicole.
Because then she'll know it's serious. Yeah, now she'll be like, oh, okay, this person, it's not a telemarketer. They just want to get a hold of me.
Babs smoked a cigarette. I bet you Babs
she smoked for a few years.
I bet
what
you.
About your dad?
Did she go to college?
She did.
College experience. I want to find out if she's
she was a drinking queen.
Ever kissed another woman. I bet you she has. We're going to get weird.
Yeah. This is going to get awkward. What about your dad?
Not that I know of.
Dads scare me. I don't want to call dads.
Oh, my dad.
You're not trying to date her.
Just dad scare me.
Like,
I don't know why.
No, I'm the same way. I am very intimidated by an older person who has a man part.
Your call has been
forwarded. Dang it. You have to tell her we were trying to get her on the radio.
Yeah.
Call her. You got her phone. Call her. She'll answer if it's you. I forget that you have technology in your back pocket.
Yeah.
Yes. You got all the games on that little contraption of yours.
My God. I'm so excited. Hey, if you are from traffic and you're listening to this, these next 3 commercials are gonna run into the next hour.
Oh yeah, that's just gonna happen.
Because
while you're getting the number, Goodwill.
I love
Goodwill is an
Goodwill.
amazing place that you can
Yes.
find a ton of different things. Things you don't even know that you need, things you don't even know that you want, but you go there and it's exciting. It's an adventure.
You know what the best part about it is that you can go there all the time and the inventory changes all the time.
Go ahead. You can just put it on speaker and talk to her. Yeah, and Goodwill. It's a place where if you're spring cleaning, which is a time to do. Yeah.
How am I going to...
Oh, you can. Just
You just hold
remember
it up to your
Goodwill.
phone.
Goodwill has everything start spring cleaning because you don't know even if it's somebody else needs those things.
Yep.
You want to get rid of them, but it could help somebody else. So remember Goodwill. And you're helping.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Babs. Babs, can we call you and ask if she'll go on the radio
Mom,
with us?
will you... I'm on the radio right now, and they want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what, honey?
I'm on the radio right now, and Jake and Tanner want to talk to you. What?
Oh, she's got a baby there? Oh, we don't have... If she's busy, we don't want to tell you.
Are you babysitting? Are you being a nana?
She is. She's
Ask her if she knows what you're doing right now.
Mom, do you know what I'm doing right now?
I don't, Nicole. I've got a crying baby in my arms.
That is the most passive-aggressive guilt I've ever heard. You need to call your mother more.
Here, I'll just talk to her real quick. Here. Hi, Babs. It's Jake and Tanner. We just want to say we got Nicole in here, and she's one of our potential producers. And we just wanted to say, all we were doing is calling. We're going to ask you a couple questions, but besides that, you have a wonderful child.
Hold on.
I do have a wonderful child.
She doesn't call you enough.
She doesn't. She loves you, but she should call you more. Hey, have you ever smoked a cigarette when you were younger?
I was a cigar girl.
She was a cigar girl.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
What about the wacky tobacco?
Have you ever done marijuana? Never.
Okay.
What is your drug of choice, Babs?
Caffeine.
Yeah, okay, that's
so
good.
how long have you been a liar? Your whole life or just the last 10 years?
She sounds so nice. All right, here's your daughter. All right.
Oh, man. All right.
Tell her thank you.
Mom, thank you. I'll call you back when I'm done.
By the way,
explain.
tell her that she was on the radio and we love her.
All right, love you. Bye.
All right.
That was a lot of fun.
That was tons of fun. I'm very excited about
do
that.
all moms have that guilt in them?
Hi, I'm with a crying baby right now.
I don't know what you're doing, but I'm holding a crying baby. Cool.
Oh, man.
My God. A mother's guilt is just the strongest thing in the world.
Thank you for letting us call her. That was a ton of fun.
Yes, it was.
Hey, kickball. Oh, wait. Go through a couple more things. Do you have a couple more things?
Yeah.
We can finish this up.
I've never been pulled over for speeding.
You are a goody-goody.
I was pulled over because a headlight was out, but that's...
Did you start crying? Were you like really nervous?
I was like having a panic attack.
Yeah,
like
it doesn't
I wasn't
matter.
doing anything
You're
wrong.
like, there's no drugs in the trunk, even though you know there's no drugs.
Gonna be murdered!
That's like every time I leave a store and the beeper goes off, I feel super guilty.
Yeah, you feel
but
like
I
you
know
stole
that
something?
Yeah, but I didn't.
It's like you think for a second you may have blacked out and stole $30,000 from the safe.
Yes. And then my last two, I've never been on a cruise.
Neither have
and
I.
I've never played golf.
Oh.
You never played golf?
No, like
I
I've
get
played
it.
mini golf.
What about mini golf? Yeah.
It's not for everybody.
Yeah.
It's fun. If you can afford that.
And if
it's
you start getting good at it, you can
fun.
have a lot of fun.
All right.
But you'll never not swear on the golf course.
Yeah, you're going to swear. And you're going to develop a drug habit.
Oh.
That's what I heard.
That second part. Not everything comes with a drug habit.
Oh, I don't know. You will become an alcoholic.
Yeah.
You're going to be real good friends with the cart girl.
That's true. You do a lot of shots with cart girls. It just happens.
Man, I'll tell you, when I was bartending at that golf course, you got all these pretty cart girls. They would come in with just tips like you could not believe. And I had like $20 in tips, and they had like 400. It was ridiculous. I was like, I want to be a cart girl.
Well, that's because you kept puking radio voice at everybody. That's why
true.
you didn't get any. Hey, thanks for coming in. What are you going to do? 9 or 18? Sounds like a great time. Okay, let's hear something from the cart girl.
All right. Hey, Nicole, thank you for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. She's one of the potential producers. Sydney's going to be in tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, we're going in the Karen Hour. That means a lot more music. That's what I want to say.
That's what that means right there.
It's the Jake and Tanner Show. Good morning. No, I got to do something really quick. Hang on.
Hold on.
Hang on.
Jake,
it's cash.
come on.
It's positioners?
No, positioners.
Yeah,
it should be positioners.
Cash?
Yes. Well, K-Cash.
Is that K-A?
K-C.
K?
Well, it's right there. I see it.
Right here.
Yeah.
Let's do this. Let's rip through some of these callers here. Hi, you're caller 1.
Bye.
Hi, you're caller 2.
Bye.
Hi, you're caller 3.
Bye.
Hi, you're caller 4.
Bye.
Hi, you're caller 5.
Bye.
Hey, Nicole, do you want to be really rude on this one? You could just be like, hey, you're caller 6, loser. Because I can't see you doing that. Let's try it. Here we go. Ready? Hi.
Hi, caller 6. You're a loser.
That was the most unnatural thing in the world. It was like it's like we just asked a cat to do the laundry. It tried its hardest.
Hi, caller 7.
Bye.
Hi, you're caller 8.
Bye.
Oh my dear Lord, you caller 9.
Nice.
All right, who's this?
Josh.
Josh? Scott? Josh?
Yep.
All right, so what's going to happen here is you're going to give us the last 4 digits of your phone number, try to match the cash, call code, and if you do, you're getting $5,000.
Oh, my God. Josh, do you know how much Mountain Dew Code Red you could buy with that?
I feel like you're a Code Red kind of guy, are you?
Yeah, I do like it.
I like how he said, wow. He's like, I didn't call for that.
I didn't need that, but also Mountain Dew is the Gatorade for gamers.
That's the gateway drug.
You know what? I can't say no, because I bet you everybody who does meth also enjoys Mountain Dew Code Red.
Sure. Or Monster. Kyle's. We're talking to Kyle's there.
Those are all Kyle's.
Hey, Josh, what is the last 4 of your phone number?
0004.
No. Hey, stay on the line, though. I'm going to put all your information in. Then I'm going to sell it to a third market so that we can make some money off that, and you're going to get robocalls. But also on Friday, Drake Webb might call that number of yours and give you $1,000. So hang on, okay?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, bye, Skosh.
So we do that at 9, noon, 3, and 7. Listen for your cue to call. When you hear it, beat caller 9. And if you match 4 digits, yeah, that's the thing.
This is so loud. It really scared me.
Jake, Tanner Show. Good morning.